What's going on? Oh, let me shift the chat. That is on my face. There you go. Nice. Yeah, let's shift it over here. I know it's a little behind that stuff there. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to tonight's stream. Midweek Monster Mash, episode 13. But prior to that, we will be choosing the Dungeon Alchemist giveaway winner. I hope you guys are as hype as I am. I am stoked to give this away. Good luck, lads, says Cringe Boss. Monsters, let's go. Hey, Nightbot's doing its thing. So, for those of you that are relatively new to this, you do get gold over in Sachamon for showing up in the Discord. I mean, for showing up in the stream. You get gold in the Discord. The way that I've always had to do that is I have had to go physically into the stream afterwards, go back, and look at everyone that commented and count it that way. However, yes, Darth Lars doing it, Zach doing it, so make sure that you see that it says that you checked in. Nightbot's finally working, I know. This is great. So make sure you check in over on YouTube or, oh, I need to start over on Twitch, using the exclamation point here. And then for those of you on TikTok, I will just do that one manually at the moment because Nightbot does not work with TikTok, unfortunately. But we will be choosing our giveaway tonight in 13 minutes and 22 seconds. So you don't have to be here for it, but hopefully we can get a lot of people in here having fun. Check-in recorded for DJ Widget. Excellent. Yeah, it worked. I see that it's checking in for Zach. What's going on, Zach? Darth Laws, welcome. Big night tonight. Big night. April, what's going on? We are choosing a winner tonight, and I can't wait. Yeah, if you are checking in over on YouTube using the exclamation point here, just make sure that Nightbot confirms that you checked in. I've noticed that sometimes if too many people do it at once, it doesn't get everyone, so make sure you read that you checked in and you are good to go. Congrats to the upcoming winner, says DJ Widget. I know. I can't wait. We are giving away Dungeon Alchemist, which is what you see behind me right now. The map that we worked on collectively together for, I don't know. This probably was 5 or 6 streams at least. So, several weeks of work, which is a lot of fun. Professor Frankenstein, welcome. Checking in. I appreciate it. So, for those of you that are checking in, this is something that when you check in, you get a benefit over in our Discord. So if you are not already in the More D&D Discord, you can see that Nightbot put the link on there. Feel free to go over and join the Discord whenever. Nightbot will repeat that message every 5 minutes, so you should see the link pop up pretty often. But when you check in, you get gold in this collectible card system that we have over in Discord. So just make sure if you're checking in, you're a part of the Discord so you can use that gold. Otherwise, if you are checking in for the giveaway, the Dungeon Alchemist giveaway, we are going to be selecting a winner in 11 minutes and 38 seconds. April's checking in. Welcome to the YouTube. And hopefully it should pop up here momentarily, April, and say that you checked in. There you go. You're in. Oh, I am so excited. I cannot wait. Checking in or get banished to the Shadow Realm and lose pizza party privileges. You know what? I like it. I like it. Normally, I won't threaten people with losing privileges. But if you're not checking in and getting that benefit over in the More D&D Discord, what are you even doing? You know? Tonight's... you can see at the bottom of the screen, by the way, because this is an event that we do in the Discord, you get a Sachamon promo code. You will get a free Sachamon card. This is the only time you can ever get it in the next 24 hours. So from 8:30 p.m. now to 8:30 p.m. tomorrow is the only 24-hour period you can get it. And when I finally have images, this is the card that you will get. So make sure when you go over to the Discord, you use the command /promo code and you type in Dungeon Alchemist. That way you get this card. This is the one and only time you can ever get this card. After this next 24-hour period, you will never be able to get this card again unless you somehow trade it with somebody else. So, and normally people probably won't be trading those cards away. So, if you want the promo card, it is totally free. You just need to make sure that you go over to the Discord and you type in /promo code and you type in Dungeon Alchemist. And while we continue to wait for the next 9 minutes and 53 seconds to choose a winner, don't forget, over in the Discord, there is one other way to win Dungeon Alchemist, and that is by being the first person to pull this card. It has never been pulled before. So if you are the first person to pull this card, every pack has a chance of opening this card. If you open this promo card, not this promo card, this sponsor card, you will automatically receive Dungeon Alchemist for free. Check in recording, I see that. You've never experienced Shadow Realm Pizza? Question, what monster in the monster manual is most likely to poison everyone's dreams if you threw it in the wishing well instead of a coin? Ooh, to poison everyone's dreams? I would say an Oni is a really good one for that. Is it in all caps? I don't think it should matter. Try a couple different ways if you can't get it to work, but I don't think it should matter. You should be able to do it with all caps, no caps, potentially no space. I'm not sure about that one. But I think an Oni would be a good one for the dream stuff. That's like the nightmare monster. In the meantime, we have 8 minutes and 50 seconds left before we select the Dungeon Alchemist giveaway winner, where you will receive Dungeon Alchemist for free so long as you are following myself. Tried 3 times and it failed. I have not tried yet. Let me give it a shot real quick. /promo. Promo code is... Actually, I can... So I can show this here so that way you can see what I'm doing. All right, so you should type in /promo. When you do so, you should see this command pop up. You can select the command. At that point, you should be able to type in Dungeon Alchemist. And if it works, I have not tried it, so it may or may not. There you go. If it works, it'll say the promo card has been added to your collection. So make sure you type in /promo. Just did it go to general chat room. Caps didn't matter. There's a space, Dungeon Alchemist. Okay. Do you need me to pull a new list? Nope, we're good. I'm caught up. Everything is there. So, 7 minutes, 45 seconds left until we select a winner for tonight's Dungeon Alchemist giveaway, where you too can come make a map like this. This is a castle map that we made over probably 5 or 6 weeks or so. And you've got your giant castle up at the top of the hill that as you go down the hill, you run into the stables here. Where, you know, people drop off their horses and such. April crossing her fingers. Who knows? Maybe you'll win it. Who knows? And I know a couple people have already said that they actually already have it. And so if they get it, they'll be giving it away. DM Voracle, welcome to the live. We are 7 minutes and 5 seconds away from giving away Dungeon Alchemist. We're on the last push of moving out of our house, so I can't stick around. But go Heroes, and congrats again to the winner. DJ Widget, no problem. I totally get it. I hope your move goes smoothly. Elise... Ellis Bryce, welcome to the live. You might have been here before. I feel like I've seen that name. If so, welcome back. Kate said I did a space. Anthony, welcome. We are 6 minutes and 39 seconds away from drawing the Dungeon Alchemist winner. We will pop up a wheel. You'll see it spin. And then the wheel takes 1 minute to spin. So when that timer says 1 minute, we will start the spin. And then it'll tell us who wins Dungeon Alchemist. Creeper Jones, what's going on? Germ says, Brian, the algorithm is working perfectly. Did you see that talisman I pulled today? How goes the war? We have not started the war yet. We are waiting 6 minutes before we start so we can draw. Jesse, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. So we can draw the Dungeon Alchemist giveaway winner. Will we see you on TikTok? You sure will. Ellis says, I love watching. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, you will see the winner on TikTok. I was able to get the wheel up for this specific thing over on TikTok. So all of you will see the wheel spin tonight. And the winner selected for the Dungeon Alchemist giveaway, where we have... Now, this isn't the number of people, but obviously you could roll for entries or choose 10. Spin the Wheel of Doom. Promo code for the new card. It is, yes. Make sure you use the promo code Dungeon Alchemist over in Discord to get the promo card. It is good for 24 hours. Alice Bryce, how do you enter? You have 5 minutes and, well, all right, if you run over to the Discord and do it, you have to go over to the Discord, you have to be following myself and Dungeon Alchemist, and then you have to go in the Discord and you have to use a command to enter. If you want to try and do it, you can. And I will try to get you in the wheel as fast as possible. But in the meantime, we have exactly 5 minutes until we draw the winner of Dungeon Alchemist. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? How to enter Discord? Oh, Kate's saying Discord. Yep. Appreciate it. Attendance sheet. That may have been DM Vorkle. I see John there. If that's you, luck's never been on my side. I feel that. I can't stay for the whole stream this time, but I just wanted to pop in and wish all the monster friends good luck. I appreciate it. I totally get it. Yeah, if you are... Yep, that's me trying. So go to the Dungeon Alchemist giveaway channel right here. Hopefully you can see it on the screen. If you go to this channel and type in /giveaway, you can select the platform, which for you would be TikTok. You can type in your TikTok username, which would be DM Vorkle, and then you can make a choice. Do you get 10 entries, or do you roll a digital D20 and get that many entries? The choice is yours. You have essentially 3 minutes, because I got to put your name in the thing if you enter. Because we are exactly 3 minutes and 54 seconds. So let's see if he does it. Can he get it in time? And I see Jesse's checking in. Again, if you over on YouTube, use exclamation point here to check in. That way you get... Oh! He rolled the dice. He got 7 entries. All right. Let me type in your name real quick. Tick tock. DM Vorkle is in. I just have to give you 7 entries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And then we scroll up. We shuffle. You are in. DM Vorkle is in. He made it just in time. Because we are exactly 3 minutes away. Yes, so one final thing, DM Vorkle. Just make sure you're following not only myself, but you have to follow Dungeon Alchemist as well. Jesse, rolling a fireball. Longest 5 minutes of my life. Tell me about it. It's been the longest, like, hour that I've just been waiting for this. Candlekeep Creations, welcome to the live. We are going to be fighting some monsters and heroes here shortly, but first we're going to be giving away Dungeon Alchemist in 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Germ rolling a D20 in the chat, getting a 3. Yeah, that does hurt. So for whoever wins Dungeon Alchemist, I'm just kind of showing off what you're kind of able to do with it. There are plenty of much larger maps that others have made, but we have our small town here at the bottom of a hill, the top of the hill being the big fancy castle keep. As we are 2 minutes and 9 seconds away. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the wheel up now. So that way I don't forget. That way I don't forget. So you should see the wheel popping up on the screen. Let me go over here. I need to pull them up here. All right, there's the wheel. Everybody should be able to see the wheel. Does this giveaway come with a card in Discord too? It does not. But the promo code, you get that. But no, it does not. I was thinking about doing a hero card. I chose not to because I'll explain it all later. It's like a long story. But we have 30 seconds. 30 seconds until we spin the wheel. It is a minute-long wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, this past 2 weeks, coming down to the next minute and 12 seconds. Spin that wheel, says Creeper. That's a lot of names. Over 500 entries. We're spinning it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, who will win Dungeon Alchemist for free? Shout out to Dungeon Alchemist for giving me this to give away. I appreciate your support. For those of you that are following me and here in the chat all the time, I appreciate your support. For those of you that come into these Midweek Monster Mashes, I appreciate your support, and obviously the Discord community. Those of you over in the Patreon, thank you all for your support over this amount of time. You brought me to the point where I can give away Dungeon Alchemist for free to you. So, 18 seconds till this thing stops spinning. Who will win? Here it comes! 3, 2, 1! Mount Malik Sonka! Oh, I don't think you're in here. I see you pulling cards every day. Malik Sonka, you are the winner of Dungeon Alchemist. Congratulations. I will be clarifying, making sure that you both follow myself and Dungeon Alchemist after the stream. We will go check, make sure you're doing what you have to be doing to be eligible, and then, yeah. Once you do that, I believe it might actually be Dungeon Alchemist that reaches out to you and gives you the stream key. I will confirm with them. But if you come in here and you see this, or if you see the the recorded video, number one, congratulations. Number two, I'll be talking to you shortly. I'll reach out to you on Discord after the Midweek Monster Mash to make sure that you get what you proudly deserve for the follows. Everyone else, thank you so much for the support. Don't forget, by the way, I'll pull it up one more time. You can still get Dungeon Alchemist for free. There's still a way to do that. First, let me get rid of the wheel so that way I can show you. And then we will get into the Midweek Monster Mash, which will be epic as well. Hide that, hide that. Okay, so don't forget 3 things if you are in YouTube. Type in exclamation point here so that you can chime in. Yeah, Jesse Lee's talking about it right now. Number 1, make sure you check in on YouTube by typing exclamation point here. Number 2, you can see the promo code on the screen. Make sure you go to Discord and type in /promo and put in Dungeon Alchemist so that you receive this card for free. This is the only time you will ever be able to get this card. So make sure now's the time when you go over to Discord, you type in /promo and you type in Dungeon Alchemist to get this card. Finally, the last way you can win Dungeon Alchemist for free without doing anything, it's a luck thing, but if you're drawing cards over in Discord, if you are the first person to ever pull this card, it has never been pulled before, you will immediately win Dungeon Alchemist for free. And it's going to let everyone in the Discord know that you pulled this card, which would be really cool. So, make sure you do it, and like DM Vorkle says, get Dungeon Alchemist anyway, because it is such a good program. I support them, they supported me. So, shout out Dungeon Alchemist. That is my spiel for the night. Now, I think it's time that we all go get ready for the Midweek Monster Mash. All right. Just caught the card, says Creeper Jones. Check and recorder for Creeper Jones. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, if you haven't already checked in, make sure you check in. Exclamation point here. So that way you get gold over in the Satchelmon Discord for it. I just need to fix a couple things real quick. So that way I can get everything up on the screen where it needs to be. So first things first, I need to exit out of Dungeon Alchemist. Nazmi, welcome to the live. We are switching over to the Midweek Monster Mash right now. The music may be a little loud. I don't know if I turned that down or not. I need to put my background on. Whoop. Okay, good there. Number 2, I need to pull up Foundry, which should already be up. Excellent. I need to go here and play the music, which is good. All right, hopefully we can hear that music now. I know it might be a little low. Let me turn it up. All right, we're good there. We are getting into it. I need to set the music. Kate, let me know how the music volume is over on TikTok. Hopefully it's okay right about here. And then Found Battle Music's good. Exit out of that. Full screen this. So that way we can see the whole screen. The giveaway music, make sure the stream screen is up, and have 11. Good, good. Exit wheel, switch to Midweek Monster Mash sheets. Okay, we're good. And go here. All right, that is working. And slide down here, and choose Midweek Monster Mash. Where's that at? Where's that at? Yeah, giveaway. Oh, I'm supposed to switch to it over here. Midweek Monster Mash. Where are you? Ah. Nope, nope. Midweek Monster Mash. There we go. Okay. We're in this! Now, I did forget to add these. I was not as prepared for the Midweek Monster Mash as I was the giveaway. Alright. Kate says, sounds good over here. Excellent. Okay, so, I forgot to add these to the battle. 1 second, let me add them in here. Add. And I didn't pull up any images, so I'm just going to tell you guys, because we're getting started a little late anyway. So I'll just tell you guys who's in. And put him in, 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 start the battle, add these colors, Add the colors. Yeah, if you see the blue dot, that means they're a hero. If you see the red dot, they're an enemy. Almost done. Thank you all for being so patient, and congratulations once again to Malik Sanka for the win. I think they had a lot of entries too, if I remember correctly. Oh no, I'm hitting the wrong color. Hitting the wrong color. Almost done. And then we're going to roll. You're going to see a whole bunch of dice pop up here in 1 second. Turn that off. Turn this on. And turn this on. Excellent. And then one final thing. I just need to close out this channel. Need to make it private. Choose your affiliation. Permissions. Private. And we are good. Oops, not good. Now we're good. Okay. All right, we're good there. We're good here. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for the Midweek Monster Mash. Check-in recorded for Jeremy Sexton. I like the new check-in thing. Yeah, it makes life a lot easier for me, especially afterwards. So, yeah. I like it too. All right, Germ says, let's go, heroes. Everybody, welcome to episode 13, Midweek Monster Mash, Forest Fray. Creeper Jones! Already! The battle hasn't even begun! Holy cow! D6 Hit Dice, thank you for the follow! No way! Creeper Jones! Oh my god, I was not prepared for this! I didn't even start the battle yet! Oh my god. Well, I don't even remember what the creature is. I just changed it tonight. Hold on, let me play that again. Holy cow. Check Twitch if you're live. I am good, I think. I appreciate you, and I have the chat up. I appreciate you, Nick Hill. I should be live. Yeah. This is crazy! I wasn't ready! Okay, so it should be the Empyrean. Well, that's all for the heroes, says Germ. Well, rip heroes. Oh my god, I was not ready. All right, Empyrean. The Empyrean comes in. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. All right, what are we naming it, Creeper Jones? As we haven't even rolled for initiative yet. My contribution today. Is it the Elder Tempest or is it the Empyrean? I couldn't remember which one. It was one of those two. What did he send? Kate says, Creeper Jones with the $50 donation to bring in either the Elder Tempest or the Empyrean. I brought in an Empyrean. I might have brought the wrong one in. I'm about to find out. It's switching. Yeah, it's an Empyrean. All right. So, feel free to name him whatever you want. I need to add him into the initiative. Holy cow. All right. So, now that we've got this crazy looking thing. Oh, but that's for the monsters. I see what you're saying. He did not bring in a monster. Hold on. I mean, he did not bring in a hero. He brought in a monster. That's where things went wrong. The Empyrean would have been cool. And Elder Tempest is also very cool, though. Hold on. Elder Tempest. Also very cool. Okay. We are adding this into the battle, and the heroes are already in a lot of trouble. His name shall be D20. Oh my gosh. So for those of you rooting for the monsters, shout out Elio Hernandez countering it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have not rolled initiative yet, and Elio with the $50 for an Empyrean that I just deleted. We got ourselves a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Oh, this is nuts. We've got ourselves an epic battle tonight. Beast mode engaged, says Jesse. What is happening? Alright. Insanity. Holy cow. Okay, so if it's okay with you guys, I would like to roll initiative now, if that's alright. Empyrean's in. What would you like to name him, Elio? Whatever he was, a worthy challenger. Name him D1. Alright. D1. Okay, update token. Oh my gosh. Okay. He's in. I think. Where's he at? D20. The Empyrean's in. Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially beginning the combat. And look at that. D1 starts with a 34 to initiative. Are you serious? Holy cow. Starting with a 34 for initiative and then followed by D20, actually. Okay. So, I did not cover even what we have tonight. Who shall win, says Creeper Jones. We shall find out. So, on the monster side, we have two Driders, these Spider Queen looking things. Creeper and Elio, totally awesome before combat, even though you guys are crazy. We have two Treants and two Galeb Durs, which are like these little rock creatures. And then, of course, we have D20 brought in by Creeper Jones. And then we slide this way, and we have, tonight, Sassy, the Dude Gar, Majestic, Bucky, Zendar, Chad, and then, of course, D1 brought in by Elio. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I don't even know what D1 can do. I was not prepared for this at all. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm seeing some spell casting. What kind of spell casting we got? Oh, he's got a lot of good stuff. No, it's all meh. It's all like fluff magic that it could use. But it does have Divine Ray, which we're gonna use. And Sacred Weapon. Okay, so we are going to have this Empyrean move forward towards the Treant, and it's going to use let me make sure that is that center for you guys. Okay, that's right. I gotta be a little to the right for you guys. Okay, it is going to use Sacred Weapon. Hopefully you guys can see this stuff popping up. Which is attack 6d6 force damage. If it hits, it is plus 17 to hit. I don't know if you guys know this, but the AC of a Treant is less than that. It's a 16. So the Empyrean cannot miss the Treant. So it goes up and it hits. And so we will do the damage. Indeed, says Elio, our fight will be legendary. This live stream has turned into one of my favorite ones. The people, the game itself, and the storytelling and idea behind is really good. Yeah, this is a really fun one. Shout out to Elio and Creeper Jones, making it wildly interesting. Timothy Court McCleve, check this out already. Look, Elio and Creeper Jones coming in both $50 buy-ins for the Empyrean and the Elder Tempest. Already starting off hot. You did miss the giveaway. Malik Stanka was the winner. It was a lot of fun. Also, I appreciate the kind words, Jesse. I did mean to say that as well, but I got distracted by Timothy popping in. Math to you. Welcome to the live. All right, so it does hit. It does 36 damage to the Treant. And additionally, it gets to do that. It gets to use a Sacred Weapon or Divine Ray in any combination. It gets to do two of them, so we're going to do another one. Sacred Weapon attack. 66. Oh, and it needs to make a save, actually, before I do that. And the target, it's just stunned until the start of the Empyrean's next turn. The target can choose not to be stunned, in which case it takes an extra 21 force damage, and that bypasses resistance or immunity. Okay, so it is stunned, and then while it's stunned, the Empyrean's going to go ahead and do another one with advantage. Will it get a nat 20 for the night? Oh, it was close with a 19, rolling a 36 to hit. Sorry, I forgot I moved this over. The Empyrean rolling a 36 against the Triad. So let's go ahead and roll the damage. Oh my god, what a night. This is definitely a Midweek Monster Mash highlight clip already. You have a vote for me anyway. No, absolutely. And if anybody ever wants to clip something, feel free. We also have a clip channel over in Discord. I'm terrible at remembering to go get clips, but this is definitely clip worthy. What does the Dragon Crown do to Timothy? Did you do huh? Oh, Timothy. Wait a minute. I had it covered by an ad. I'm sorry. I don't know why it popped up an ad. Timothy Court McCleve bringing in a CR5 monster. Let's get it. Hold on, let me pull up the... So, unfortunately, now you will not be able to see the wheel over on TikTok. But I will tell you what we roll here. Interact. Let's spin it. Here we go. For the monsters, we have... Oh, a Bargora. Hold on, let me pull that up. Hold on. I'm bringing it back in. Hold on. Monsters. Okay. All right, here we go. Bargora. There it is. Bringing it in. Timothy, what would you like to name it? As we bring in this creature that comes flying out. And Timothy with the 4 tiny dinos for advantages on their attacks. Lewis, welcome to the live. We bring in this Bargora. Let me know what you would like to name it, Timothy, as he comes flying out of the cave behind... Actually, I'm going to say comes flying in next to D20. Let's go. His name is Colin. All right, let me name him Colin real quick. I know you guys might not be able to see him. His name is Colin. All right. This Bargora, confident behind D20, the Elder Tempest, comes running in. All right. So we have dealt the damage. The Triad is stunned. So on its turn, it can choose to not be stunned, and it will take additional damage. All right. So we did D1. Up next, we have D20, who I don't know what D20 does either. Flyby, doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Kate coming in with the donuts, giving an extra action. An extra action coming in for the Elder Tempest. Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem because it also has advantage now. Jesse Lee. Jesse Lee coming in with a $10 hero. Oh, I did forget to move the wheel. Coming in with a $10 hero to help the heroes out. This is insanity. Insanity. We've had one person attack. Creeper Joe says, let's go monsters. Oh, I do need to select these. Hold on, I gotta move them. All right, so I don't remember who's in here. Sassy's in. So in the meantime, you need to choose your character. Jesse, who you bringing in? As I mark off who's already in here, because I forgot to do that. Bucky and I think it was Glad. I don't remember. Caleb Durr. No, Chad. Chad's a champion. All right, who we bringing in, Jesse? Choose your character. This is insanity. Insanity. Oh my gosh. Because this could also still be a problem. Oh, you guys can't see this. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong one. Sorry about that. I switched the wrong screen. Now you choose your character. Who would you like to bring in? This is going to be never ending. You know what? If it's what you guys want, it's what you guys get. I was up till 2:30 in the morning last night, but if you want me to stay up till 4 in the morning... Germ! Bringing in another hero. Okay, Jesse says, let's bring in everyone's favorite, which we all know to be Kelvin the Frost Giant. Germ, who are you bringing in? Let me mark off Kelvin. Oh my gosh. Who are we bringing in? Elio getting nervous. Oh my gosh. Please, the chicken, says Kate. Germ, who would you like to bring in? We've got Doodle the Cockatrice Regent. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to play the choose your character. There you go. Hold on. So we've got Doodle the Cockatrice. Oh, I need to turn this one down. Hold on. Why is it not going down? Right there. There you go. Okay. Germ, we've got Doodle the Cockatrice Regent. We have Glad the Gladiator available. We have Cumulo the Cloud Giant. Ang the Elemental Cultist, he says. All right. All right. Ang the Elemental Cultist and Kelvin the Frost Giant coming in hot. Jesse Lee says, hey! All right, let's get back to it. Forest Frey. Oh my gosh. All right, Aaron H, welcome to the live. Welcome to the absolute mayhem. Good luck, heroes. May the best team win, says Creeper Jones. As you guys have brought in an Empyrean and an Elder Tempest and 2 heroes and a Balgora. Ang the Elemental Cultist comes stepping out of the door, who I need to add to the battle. And I don't remember if I added Colin or not. If you didn't bring in Kelvin, obviously I was going to. We will, don't worry, says Elio. Ang the Elemental Cultist and Kelvin the Frost Giant is going to come. Oh, he's going to come like standing on top of the wood pile. And I need to add him to the battle as well. Give him his color. And give Ang his color. And give Colin his color. Aldridge Arch, welcome to the live. All right, everybody is added that needs to be. Okay. Is Colin in here? I never checked. Colin is not. Colin is now. All right, roll. Roll. And roll. Ladies and gentlemen, we have everyone in. LOL, it was between Kelvin and Ang for me as well. Wait, I just realized, is this the map we designed together? It is, yes. This is the map that most of you were a part of the other day. So you get to see your map in action. Okay, now we are on to D20. And D20 is going to fly forward towards Chad. Chad the champion. And Chad is going to stare up at this majestic, serpentine-looking elemental creature that just flies around the other monsters as it comes out of the cave. And it now has advantage on its attacks. It has 2 advantages. And it has the an extra attack. What a Chad, says Creeper. All right, so Living Storm. Telbis always at the center of a storm. Okay, that I'm not worried about. That's more for like storyline stuff. That's fine. Doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Okay, it has Lightning Storm. Each creature within 120 feet of the Tempest must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 6d8 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. If a target's saving throw fails by 5 or more, it is also stunned. Okay, that is great, except for he's also going to hit his partners. So he's probably not going to do that, and he's just going to do Thunderous Slam. All right, so he will do Thunderous Slam against Chad, which, luckily he hasn't, oh, it didn't matter anyway. He rolled a nat 1, which would miss. Oh, no. Yeah, he rolled a nat 1, and it would miss either way, but because Timothy Court McCleve coming in with the dinos, he had advantage, and I forgot to hit the advantage button. Here's his second roll, and he follows it up with a 16. So, shout out to Timothy for making him hit. So let's go ahead and deal the damage to Chad. That is 20 lightning damage, I believe. And how many does he get to do for his multi-attack? He makes 2 Thunderous Slam attacks. Okay, he's going to do another one. With his second one, that is a 12 and a nice one, says Creeper. Another 12, so he still definitely hits. Let's go ahead and do a normal roll against Chad. That is an additional 18 damage to Chad the champion. And that is the end of the Elder Tempest turn. That is the end of D20's turn. Up next, we have Colin. But before Colin can go, we have a legendary action to do for D1. So D1 is going to come in with a... let's go with... He doesn't need to do the... He's going to do Sacred Weapon again. Oh, wait. Well, I think he had the option to do that. So he can bolster, gains temporary hit points, gain advantage on D20. Shockwave of Glory, each creature, or Smite. Yeah, we're going to do Smite and do a Divine Ray attack. All right. So, D1 winds up and just swings down with this epic holy weapon that comes down onto the tree and slicing into the bark, dealing 31 damage onto the tree ant, who has yet to even get a chance to move as this tree ant begins to form to save its home from these loggers. By the way, oh, I did forget to mention tonight, depending on the winning team, we have side quests tonight. So we have 3 loggers in this hut that, if captured and brought back into the cave, those of you that are rooting for that team and have checked in for the night will receive an additional 500 gold per logger. And from the other side, and so the loggers, yeah, the loggers are kind of the bad guys here, to be honest, because the creatures are just kind of defending their home. I just had to keep with the Monsters Heroes theme. And on the other side, we have some very rare Drider eggs that the heroes are trying to collect and bring back to the logger camp for gold. So each one of those that occurs is 500 gold for the winning team for individuals that have checked in. FYI. Okay. So, I need to... Are we the baddies? Yeah, kind of. I mean, not really, but kind of. Okay, so D1 rolled and did 31 damage to the tree ant. It is now Colin's turn. Colin, seeing the attack against the tree ant, knowing that his home is being invaded, Colin is going to run up. Oh, wait, I never did the extra action for D. 1 second. 1 second. I never did the extra action. Chad's got to get hit again. All right, so it is going to do the Thunderous Slam again, or the Lightning Storm. Or should it do Thunderous Slam? Oh, no. Lightning Storm's the wide one. Yeah. So it gets 2 more Thunderous Slam attacks. SMS Moral... Moral Dilemma. LOL Kaboom. Yeah, that's a hit. Wow. Only rolled an 18, though? What's the... It should be plus 16. Why is D's roll so low? Do you see that? Why did it only roll an 18? I'll figure that out in a second. But first, let's do the damage. Is it rolling the right amount of damage? Yeah, 46 plus 9 thunder damage. Okay. So we apply that to Chad. And then he gets 1 more. Plus 9. Did it roll a 1? Is that what I'm missing? Oh, yeah, there it is. That would be why. Monster roll bad luck continues. Check Twitch. I appreciate you, Hill. I actually do have the chat up now, and I fixed it so I can see all of it, which is huge. So I should see it pop up theoretically. Okay, that is another hit. Let's go ahead and roll the damage. So as this tree ant is getting pummeled by D1, D20 is coming in and wrecking Chad. Okay, sweet. Do you still want reminders? You're good. Don't worry about it. You're good. Hopefully, I will see it. Roshi, welcome to the live as this Elder Tempest is wrecking this champion. Yikes. All right. So Colin the Balgora is, but I do appreciate it, Nick. Thank you so much. I appreciate the help. Colin the Balgora is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gaining the confidence. Oh, it's got a walk speed of 40. Gaining the confidence behind the Elder Tempest. It is going to run up to D1, and it's going to attack with the Tormenting Bite. Oh, he also had a bonus action. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, he had no need to do that. So he can do 1 Tormenting Bite and 2 Thrash attacks. That's what we're going to do. All right. So as Colin the Balgora comes running up to this gargantuan creature, rolls a 16 to hit. The AC is 22. Holy cow. So that is going to miss the Tormenting Bite as D1 basically puts down its long arm and holds it back momentarily, where now it will begin to thrash around and try to hit it with its thrash. That's an 11 plus. It's an 18, still not going to hit. And then we get to do one more attack against it. It will not hit once more. These things are going to need to make some saving throws because a DC of 22 is no good. Term says bad luck continues with that 4 over in the chat. All right. So that is the end of Colin's turn, which means it's the Gale of Dur's turn. But first, D1 gets a second legendary action. So it's going to go ahead and use Smite once more and use that Divine Ray against the Tree Ant. Normal roll, which will automatically hit unless it rolls in that one. Yes, he does, says Jesse. Let's go ahead and roll that damage. All right. That is 33 damage to the Tree Ant, who has not had a chance to do anything. Additionally, D20 gets its first legendary action. And for its legendary action, it could move. It can do a lightning strike, causing a bolt of lightning to strike a point on the ground everywhere under its storm. Each creature within 5 feet of that point. Okay, so we are going to choose a point. Let's do that. It uses 2 legendary actions. Let's do that, and we're going to put the point. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. Okay, we'll put it down here by Zendar. We are going to choose this point. I don't remember how to mark it, but there's a way. But the point right here between Zendar and Aang, so they are both going to need to make the dexterity saving throws. Let's go ahead and do that. Roll and roll. See what they got here. That is a fail and a fail. So they both fail. So now we do full damage to both, which is 3d10 lightning damage. Gabriel Perez, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Philip, welcome to the live. You guys have missed some insanity. Okay, so that's 22 damage dealt to both of these. But Aang is going to use its reaction. Yes, Jesse, good call. Aang is going to use his reaction to absorb the lightning. So I need to deselect these now. So he will use his action, Elemental Absorption. He will use his ability on this turn. Which now gives him resistance to lightning. And then for this instance of damage, so he only loses the 11 points of damage instead of 22. And then additionally, he gains 10 temporary hit points. So realistically, he only lost 1 HP. So I need to give him 11 back. And then he has 10 temporary hit points now. Okay. And that is the end of the legendary action from D. So that was good. Excellent. Yeah, so check this out. For those of you just joining in, number one, oh, I should bring over, I should have put that promo code up here. Okay. Philip, hello, welcome. So over in the Discord, a couple things. Number one, make sure you use the promo code, and I will put this out there to let everybody know. Is there a way to see the heroes' stat sheets? So all of the heroes are just monsters. So Chad is a champion. Zendar is a centaur. I forget what his actually called. He's got some kind of interesting name. Bucky is a pirate captain, I think. Majestic is a mage. The Dude Gar is a Dwergar warlord. Sassy is an assassin. Kelvin's a frost giant. And Aang is an elemental cultist. Promo Dungeon Alchemist, Creeper Jones. Yes, use the promo code Dungeon Alchemist to get a free card over in Discord. And make sure you check into the live stream. If you are just joining in, you can see that Nightbot keeps letting everybody know. Make sure you check in by typing ! here. If you are in YouTube, unfortunately it doesn't work in TikTok, but make sure you type in ! here so you can check in and you'll be able to get some extra gold over in Discord for the Sachemon stuff. But then look at these monsters that were brought in before I even rolled for initiative. Creeper Jones bringing in this Elder Tempest, spending the $50 for an Elder Tempest, this creature here. And then Elio coming in for the heroes right after, before I rolled initiative, and spending the $50 for this, I can't think of the name right now, Empyrean. And they named them D1 and D20, which is hilarious. And then we had some extra actions brought in. We had this Balgora brought in that they named Colin. And we had Kelvin the Frost Giant and Aang the Elemental Cultist brought in before I had gone through 2 people. So, absolute insanity. D20 did his action. It is now the Gale of Dur's turn. So the Gale of Dur is going to Hey, you stream really well. I'd love to be your dedicated fan and support. Hey, I appreciate it. Backlop76. Feel free to head over to the Discord. I've got that linked in my bio. You can come check it out and say hi. Well, unfortunately, I must go, but I wish the Monster team the best of luck. Creeper Jones, you are much appreciated. Thank you for hanging out. You are always welcome. You really do bring the absolute chaos. So the Gale of Dur has a cool thing where it can avalanche slam if the target is large or smaller. Oh, I thought it got something if it rolled first. Okay, so it's going to, it has a walking speed of 15. Oh, nuts. Okay, so I love chaos, farewell. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15. Yeah, because D would be flying. He's up in the air. So the Gale of Dur, let me send him to the back real quick. The Gale of Dur, why can I not send him? Send to back. Oh, come on. All right. So the Gale of Dur moves here. He only has 15 feet walking speed. And then Avalanche Slam or Animate Boulders. Okay. So we're going to bring in 2 more Gale of Durs. Animate Boulders is going to come in. Send me a request. No, you can head over to our Discord and check it out there if you want. And it obeys the Gale of Dur. A boulder remains animate for 1 minute. Okay, so we are going to animate boulders and bring in 2 more Gale of Durs. So let me go ahead and bring those in. All right, let me slide these guys in. So we're going to animate 2 within 15 feet of him. And so we bring those in. And I'm just going to slide 2 off to the side for now because they're going to come in, I imagine, on the next Gale of Dur's turn. So monster, and then we give them their initiatives. Roll. Oh, wait, did it say it goes right after them? Animate boulders. Immediately after the Gale of Dur. Okay, all right. So it does. And so they don't need their initiatives. So let me remove them from the fight because they're just going to go after. Okay, we are good. So these 2 are going to go now because it's now the end of the Gale of Dur's turn. But I guess, well, they're not in initiative, so they're going to go first before any legendaries happen. They're going to move forward, and they're going to use, against Chad the champion here, Avalanche Slam. So we'll go ahead and attack. And we roll normal. I mean, he's rolling a 16, which definitely hits. That is a 3 and a 6 plus, which is 14. And then, if the target is large or smaller, see, how would the Gale of Dur move 20 feet beforehand? It says that it has a walking speed of 15 feet. That doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know how that works, but supposedly that's supposed to be a thing. Okay, so the other one is going to attack and use its Avalanche Slam. I don't understand the Gale of Dur thing because they can't move 20 feet, so that would be impossible. That's a 6 plus. It is not going to hit, so that Gale of Dur misses on its turn. Okay, so as the Gale of Dur forms into this rock and then rolls forward and stands up for a second and goes and speaks in this Terran language, you watch as 2 more boulders begin to animate and they roll forward towards Chad the champion, and as they get close to him, they both just, one of them missing as Chad the champion's able to fend it off with his shield, but taking the damage from the other one. So that is now the end of that Gale of Dur's turn, which means now it is Aang's turn, but before that, we need to do some legendaries. We have one final legendary from D1 here, who may in fact kill this Triad. We shall see. So let's go ahead and do the Sacred Weapon. Hey, I appreciate the like. Selly, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Oh no, they don't do Sacred Weapon. They do Divine Ray. Oh, this should be a disadvantage. Oh, but it doesn't matter. He would have hit him earlier. But this should be a disadvantage because he's close. So I need to do a Divine Ray attack. Attack at disadvantage because it's ranged. Which is... Oh! He does miss! He uses his legendary action and misses his roll. Oh my gosh. The Treant lives on a nat 1. Can you believe that? No way. All right, so that is the last legendary action for D1. D20 is going to use its final legendary action. And it's just going to move. So it's going to move probably here. And it's going to go up in the air a little further because it can reach. So we're going to put him up in Skibo. Is this D&D? It is. And actually, I'm sorry that I don't know how to say your name. But it is Dungeons & Dragons. So this is the Midweek Monster Mash. And you're actually coming in at a very wild one. So the way that the Midweek Monster Mash works is every... oh, I see Satchamon chat. Hold on. I will do that in 1 second. So we do a Midweek Monster Mash every Wednesday. And it starts off with heroes versus monsters. Every creature with a blue thing in the corner is a hero. Every creature with a red thing is a monster. And it starts off as an even battle. Vocally Lost Garage, welcome to the live. It starts off as an even battle, but you, the viewers, can actually change the tides of battle. So in TikTok, every 2,000 likes gives an advantage roll to the heroes. Every 10,000 brings in a new monster. You can also use stickers to bring in new creatures, which, as you can see here, it has been insane because Creeper Jones over in YouTube brought in this Elder Tempest, which is a CR26. It is it's a 23, which is a $50 monster. And right after that, Elio brought in this $50, I can never remember the name of this, Empyrean, to combat that for the heroes. And then right after that, we had Colin brought in here, this Valgora. But then we had 2 more heroes added. And then we had extra actions brought in. And we haven't finished 1 round yet. So this has been insane. You happen to come into one of the most wild Midweek Monster Mashes so far. And I'm being told to go over to the Satchamon chat Discord. Let me see why. Oh, yeah. Type in /promo and type in Dungeon Alchemist to get the free card. You straight up said my name right the first time. Oh, did I? Skibo play? I don't remember how I said it. Shoot. All right. So it is now Aang's turn. We've done our legendaries. Skibopple. Got it. Skibopple. Sorry about that. All right. No, got it. Okay. So Aang is going to... Love the energy. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah. This has been a fun one. I love the Midweek Monster Mash. It's so fun, especially with the group that always pops in. You guys are a ton of fun. Like Scatman, question mark? Scatman. All right. Who should we fire at? I think Aang. Aang's got it, because we got too many monsters out here. They're doing too much. We got to get rid of some, monsters. So Aang is going to fire off at this Galeb Dur. I'm just the evil side, says Mr. Nobody. Hey, Mr. Nobody, don't forget to check in if you haven't already. As I see everybody. Make sure if you are in YouTube to type in ! here to check in to the stream so you get gold afterwards in the Discord. So we are going to fire off the Elemental Claw. We're going to be doing cold. We always start with cold damage. And he misses. How is he missing at a time like this? Aang is shook, seeing this elemental slithering serpentine creature come flying in. Aang is finding it hard to focus, but he's going to try again. All right, so he gets another one. He gets to do 3 of these. Also, he has an awesome Patreon. Hey, I appreciate it. Philip, there's a lot of free stuff over there. You guys don't have to pay to be a member or anything. You can. There's some stuff that you can pay for if you're over there, but no need. You don't even have to be a member. There's a lot of fun free stuff. So feel free to check that out. Hopefully the link is in the bio. I should have a link tree that also brings you to the Discord, where we have a great community, a lot of which are in the stream right now. He does hit that time, does 18 damage to the Galeb Dur. And we are going... Oh, let me make sure he's not... Yeah, nothing with cold. We're good there. Okay, he's going to attack one more time. I'm curious about the Satchamon roll, because is there a limit when it can drop? Or can that raffle go on forever? So it could technically go on forever, but there is a 1 in 2,500 chance of that card being pulled. So just for example, the hardest card to pull is 1 in 10,000. And someone pulled that. David! Hold on. David! Coming in with a new hero! Dave coming in rooting for the heroes. David, who would you like to bring in? I hate the monsters, says Dave. Dave, choose your character. Oh, except I can't stop it. Dave, who we pulling? I hate the good guy, says Mr. Nobody. Yes, sir. Heroes for the win. David, nice, sir. Sparta, kick these losers. All right. We're choosing Glad the Gladiator. Oh, my God. All right. Hold on. Let me go pick Glad the Gladiator. Where is he at? Okay. I need to choose this. Dave, I appreciate you. All right. Glad the Gladiator will be entering the fray. Forest Fray. The Forest Fray. Wow. I forgot this was called Forest Fray. That's hilarious. So now I need to bring him in. Let me switch back to the battle music here. And I need to bring heroes. Heroes are calling in all reinforcements. Yeah. Yeah. Glad the Gladiator's coming in. All right. He comes charging out of... Okay. Here's how this looks. So as the Elemental Tempest comes in, and you see the Empyrean come in, and Aang is firing off these shots, and there's just chaos everywhere. And you see all of these creatures moving around. Banks the Bearded, welcome to the live. All of a sudden, all the heroes and monsters watch as, out of nowhere, they hear what sounds to be like music, and all of a sudden they hear, somebody, and this gladiator kicks open the door from the latrine, the outdoor potty, and stretches and gets ready for the fray. Let's go ahead and add him to the battle. Glad the Gladiator is in, and his name is John Cena. I should have named him Shrek. All right, so he's in. It's a hidden portal, the toilet. All right, Aang has finished his turn. And here's the thing. There are no more legendary actions for the big guys. So the Gladiator comes in like Shrek. Absolutely. He just kicks the door open as Smash Mouth starts playing. I wish I had Smash Mouth ready. I do have songs for other types of purchases, but I don't have Smash Mouth ready. I should get that one. Oh, look at that. Glad rolled to go next. So he comes in and he's like, starts beating on his shield, and he's going to charge Colin, the Balgora. So let me zoom out a little for you here. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Do you have a donkey character? I do not. Well, kind of. I have this centaur that's in, so that can be donkey. Glad comes running in. He is going to attack Colin. Hey, I appreciate the follower. Appreciate the follower. Appreciate the follow. Okay, so he's going to come in with his shield bash first. I clicked it. Why is it not doing it? Okay, there we go. I need to scroll down. It needs to make a DC 15 saving throw. Strength saving throw. What are you doing in me swamp? As he comes running over at the Balgora. Who needs to make this strength saving throw? I do appreciate your kind in me swamp. That is a 20, so it does succeed. So it doesn't take any damage. So now he's going to go ahead and use the spear attacks. So that has to be canon now that he only talks in that kind of accent. I'm not even going to... Oh! Follows it up with a nat 20! Failure. Donkey does turn into a horse, so this time it was a centaur. We got a nat 20, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2,000 likes over in TikTok, giving us another advantage roll for the heroes. So currently, with 6 likes in YouTube and 2,500, we have 7 advantage rolls. We are 4 likes away from a new monster in YouTube, and we are 7,500 likes away in TikTok from a new monster. Let's go ahead and roll the damage with a critical hit. Don't get mad, get glad. I need a little speech bubble over his head. Don't get mad, get glad. He's gonna hit him for 16 damage. And he's gonna go ahead and roll again. We're not gonna, let's use an advantage roll. I didn't use them all last time. Let's get into it. Wow. Oh, he just hits. I'd buy that merch, says Dave. All right, so he is gonna hit. We use it. We use an advantage roll. We change that to a 1. All right. 17. So you're telling me with the critical hit, I did 16, and oh no, yeah, I did 16 damage, and this one I did 17 with a regular. Come on, the critical hit was worthless. All right, up next. If you notice, the gladiator's name is just showing as Glad. Yeah, so his name is Glad the Gladiator. All right, so now we have this Spider Queen creature that comes crawling out of the cave. 5, 10, 15, 20. Goes around the corner. Now, what can it do? Does it have... It does have a ranged attack. Range 120 feet? What? All right, so the Drider is going to come out, and it's going to target... Oh, geez. Is it a saving throw? No, it's just a +6 to hit. All right, so seeing the giant creatures, assuming it's going to be a tough one to hit, need to switch to full strength plus the roll in the future for crits? Yeah, maybe to make it worth it. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Gladiator, what's new? Mr. Clean, the bald necromancer. No, we have, I forget the necromancer's name now. So the Drider is going to target probably Glad as it comes turning the corner, and it sees that hero from across the way. Dork, welcome to the live. So it's going to use the Poison Burst and gets to do that 3 times. Oh, what's Magic of the Spider Queen? Oh, it can cast 3 spells. Darkness, Fairy Fire, or Web as a bonus action. Ooh. Ooh. That could be interesting. I'm not going to use it this turn, but it could be interesting. All right. So it does hit. Let's go ahead and roll 2 more times. That was a big hit, actually. So if it's 2d8, it would be 16 plus the roll and any other damage. Correct. Yep. So that one, it does miss. And the third attack, will it hit on the third one? It will not. So it hits with 1. 3d6 plus 3 poison damage. 10 damage to Glad. Oh, don't like that. That's a bit disgusting. And he's just like covered in this poison, gross stuff. Oh, up next is the other Drider who rolled right after it. So it's going to do the same thing, kind of climb up on the wall. Actually, I'm going to put this Drider 10 feet up in the air. 10 feet in the air. And this one's going to do the same thing. It's going to climb up the wall as it comes out. 5, 10, 15, 20. And it's going to also attack Glad, the Gladiator. No, another one. And so we'll do our Poison Burst. We get 3 of those. All right, we have a 22 to hit. That's a big hit. Sorry if the music's too loud, by the way. I just realized that it might be. That's 2 to hit. Also, let me know over in TikTok if it's too loud or not loud enough. That's a different sound bar, so it's harder for me to tell. 3,000 likes over in TikTok. Philip is crushing it on the likes. All 3 of Drider's hits here strike Glad the Gladiator. 2 and 3. Dealing 12, 17, and 10 damage. Holy cow, Glad is getting all of this gross, sticky poison all over it. 3 hits, says Mr. Nobody Up. 3 direct hits. Up next is Zendar. Now, Zendar does have a cool thing it can do. It can use a bonus action to do Entangling Trail. It moves up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Each creature within 5 feet of the centaur as it moves is targeted once by the following effect. Strength saving throw. If it fails, it takes damage. And the target has the restrained condition. So, he is going to do that because he has a good movement speed, which is 50. So he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Glad's going to have to make the save. 30. Well, let's see. 30, 35. I don't think he can go through there. 40, 45, 50. Okay, so these two Galebdurs and the Tree Ant are all going to have to make strength saving throws. You sunk his battleship. All right, so 1, 2, and 3 all need to make strength saving throws. We do use Entangling Trail. And they all need to make the strength saving throws. 1, 2, and 3. Normal, normal, and normal. Ooh. I think that's a fail. Glad got technically hit 4 times. Yeah, between those two Driders. All right, so the Tree Ant does save. So we do the damage. Which is 10 damage. Each creature within 5 feet. Strength saving throw on a failure. And the target is restrained. Okay, so both Galebdurs are the only two that get hit. So I need to unselect that. Select this. Apply the damage. And they are restrained. Which is PQRS. All right, restrained. And restrained. Okay, so those two are restrained. When he gets here, that was his bonus action. He is now going to use his Forest Staff against... Actually, no, he's not. He's going to target this Galebdur here with Sunray. User, welcome back to the live, if it's the same one. 17 is going to hit. Okay, Zendar is coming in. Zendar the Centaur is coming in. All right. Just as I was about to give him a compliment, he rolls a nat 1. That's wild. That is wild. All right, let's do another one. Here we go. A 17 plus, Jesse with the ... That is 2 hits, though. That's 2 hits, and he restrained 2 characters. All right, so we have an 11 and a 12. So we apply those to the Galebdur. Ultra fail, says Mr. Nobody. Okay, that is his turn. And he's done. Up next is a crowd favorite. And you hear Kelvin the Frost Giant as he climbs up on the logs. Some of the logs toppling over the others and falling. You hear from this massive horn. My wife told me I had to be a little quieter, so I can't like do a crazy scream or anything. But he's going to use his war cry. And he's going to give himself advantage on his great bow attacks. Jesse from the crowd. Kelvin, Kelvin, Kelvin. Yodeling. So he gets 2d10 plus 5 temporary hit points. So we roll that first. An 8 and a 9. So 22. That is really good. So we put that in there. And now he has advantage on his attack rolls until the start of his next turn. So he is going to use the great bow. And he is going to target... let's see... He's going to target, I think, Colin here. So he's going to target Colin. And with normal attacks. Oh, no, it's an advantage attack. He does hit. Let's see if he gets a critical hit. That is the same either way. So he does hit against Colin, which is 27 damage. But Colin does have a slight resistance. It is resistant to the cold. So he only takes 22. And he's going to attack one more time with advantage. And this may be the end of Colin. Oh, good thing he had advantage because that was a nat 1. So he rolls a 27. Let's go ahead and roll the damage. What do we have here? Another 16. So he was resistant. Who did I apply that to? Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, Jay Whip, welcome to the live. As Kelvin the Frost Giant is striking Colin the Balgora over here. So that is the end of its turn. Up next, we have Sassy the Assassin, another crowd favorite. The first Dragon Slayer we ever had in the Midweek Monster Mash, taking down the adult dragon. Sassy is going to take aim from afar at I think he's going to go with this Galeb Dur here, which is this rock creature all the way across the map. But he's got massive range, if I remember correctly. He's got range of 80. Ooh, but he's at disadvantage up to 320. Let me do a quick measurement. Quick measurement here. What is our range? Oh, he's good. He's good. Okay, so he is going to attack the Galeb Dur with his light crossbow. What do we think he's going to roll? What do we think? Here we go. Can Sassy do it? Yes, he can, says Jesse. He did roll a 21. He has 3 attacks. He said 24. Jesse did. That was close. For the second roll, a nat 20! A nat 20! King Travis, what's going on? Welcome to the live over in Twitch. Now that I can see the chats from Twitch. What's going on? Oh, no. Sorry, Nightbot's yelling at you in Twitch. All right, let's do the damage because this might kill it before I roll the third attack. Oh, no. Okay, so it rolled a 33 damage. Game looks cool. Is it on Steam? This is Foundry, so we're playing D&D. Foundry is just a virtual tabletop, and then I go add all the monsters and kind of control everything. But, yeah, so this is the Midweek Monster Mash, which I'll explain actually in 1 second. Galeb Dur is immune to all poison damage, so it is not going to take most of that damage. It only takes 7 damage. So Sassy, seeing that, is going to turn his attention. Not roll 20. No, this is Foundry. I needed to do a little bit more, especially because of the stream. So I had to go the Foundry route to get that access. So he's going to change his course here to strike at Colin the Balgora. Hey, new follow, Philip. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Big time. Also, I love seeing that thing pop up on YouTube. I never see it, so it's a lot of fun. I rolled a normal. That was supposed to be a critical hit. What did he roll? Real quick. So he rolled 5, 6, 7. So 16 is 32. Is it immune also? They are both immune to poison. So even with a nat 20. No way! Sassy's attacks do nothing. I mean, they do something, but they do pretty much nothing. Oh my god. King Travis checking in. Hey, there you go. Yeah, make sure you check in. Okay, so it sends the arrow. And then it sends another one. And both monsters seem to not even care about the attacks. And you see Sassy drop his head. And he has to pick a new target. So he is going to turn his target to the giant Elder Tempest, brought in by Creeper Jones over on YouTube. The $50 purchase brought in. Sassy feels like he's got to do something. So he's going to turn his attention to D20, named by Creeper Jones. And he is going to make his attack. So the way that this works, J-Whip, is every week I do this. It's a midweek monster mash. And it's essentially an even battle between heroes and monsters. At least it starts out even, right? And you guys, as the viewers, can change the tides of battle. So you can, every 2,000 likes in TikTok gives heroes an advantage roll, but every 10,000 brings in a new monster. You see all the stickers that are rolling by above my head right here. You can help the enemies or the heroes, which some people tend to help the heroes. TikTok tends to help the monsters. And you can choose to help a side out and go that route, which is what's happening here. And that's why this battle has been insane already. So that is 19 normal damage. I'm sorry, it rolled a 19. Guys, this is insanity. Are you seeing this? 4,000 likes, we've got another advantage roll. The elemental is it's resistant to piercing and immune to poison. Sassy can do nothing here. Oh my god. These rolls, says King Travis over in Twitch. Oh my god. Sassy, okay. Sassy hit all 3 times and dealt a collective 33, 26, so that's 59, 69, 79, 86 damage total. Reduced to 10, 7, so 17, and 2. 19. 86 reduced to 19 damage. No way. That is insanity. All right, so that's the end of Sassy's turn that did nothing. It is now Chad's turn, who has also not really gotten to do much, but he has been getting wrecked. Time to tag out, says Jesse. Yeah, Sassy is going to have to pick a new person to hit. Chad doesn't get to really do his thing. So he does have second wind, and he's going to regain 20 HP. So let's go ahead and roll that, and we apply to Chad. Oh, who did that apply it to? Shoot. I applied it to the Galeb Dur. Apply to Chad. Okay, the Galeb Dur somewhere just got 20. I don't know what he had before. I don't think he had been hit yet, though. Not this one. Okay, so, he is going to strike this Galeb Dur, I think. So he's got Indomitable, which he re-rolls a failed saving throw, which is fine. He hasn't really made one yet. But then he's got the Great Sword attack that he can do 3 times. And he does extra damage if he has more than half of his total hit points, but he does not. So he only does regular, but he gets to do it 3 times. So here we go. This is a normal. That's good, and I don't want to waste his attack, so we're going to use 2 more advantage rolls. So we've used 3 advantage rolls so far. Equals 3. Okay. We're good there. So we're going to attack with advantage this time. This is attack number 2. Andrew, welcome to the live. And this is... Oh, good thing he rolled with advantage, because I don't know if he would have hit there. And for the third attack, we have a 10 plus. All right, he does hit all 3 times, which that was a 3, so he probably would have missed there too. So it is a good thing we rolled with advantage. Good. High damage there. Middle of the road damage there. And a decent damage there. Okay. And the Galeb Dur is taking all of it, finally. There we go. Okay. So we apply, and apply. And that is Chad's turn. He used his second wind. He doesn't get that. So, yeah, he doesn't have anything else. Ouch, Chad. Up next is this Galeb Dur, who's going to move 15 feet. 5, 10, 15. And actually, I'm going to mark them to signal them as number 1s. And this is number 1. Number 1. Okay. Oops. Number 1. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this Galeb Dur is going to go, and he can't reach anybody, but he, too, can then use Animate Boulders. We are at 4,400 likes in TikTok, by the way. Another 5,600, and we bring in a new monster. So we'll go ahead and use his Animate Boulders. He's going to animate 2 boulders within 15 feet of himself. So I already have them pulled out. And that's going to be 1 here and 1 here. Let's see, 5, 10. Oh, poor Chad. Poor Chad. Okay, this actually is not supposed to be number 1. It's supposed to be number 2. There you go. So this Galeb Dur is number 2. So it shows that he lines up with number 2. Okay. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, we're good. So this Galeb Dur is up, and he uses that. Now the other 2 go immediately after him. So they're going to do their attacks. So they'll do the Avalanche Slam. And let's see what it's got here. That is a 15 plus. So 23 to hit. That's going to be a good hit. This is an insane amount of monsters and heroes, by the way. Absolutely wild. This Galeb Dur is going to attack this Chad. Thick Chin Chad. And that's a big hit. 25 to hit. Yeah, that's going to work. That's going to do it. And we apply the damage there. Okay. It is now the Trian's turn, who manages to somehow get a turn after taking all this damage. So, golly. It's going to animate trees. Well, no, I don't think it's gonna... Well, they go immediately after, though, right? Oh, yeah. Actually, it is going to animate trees. So, use ability. All right. I need, okay, someone in the chat. Unfortunately, you can't do it in TikTok because I don't have Nightbot in there, but either Twitch or YouTube, I need you to roll a D6. On an odd number, we pull up 1 treant. On an even number, we pull up 2. All right, Jesse's rolling it. We got a D6 coming in. What did he roll? You need an even number for 2 trees. Why is Nightbot not rolling the dice? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. He rolls a 2. He rolls a 2. We are bringing in 2 treants. All right, so I need to mark this one as number 1. And I need to bring in 2 more treants. Oops, here we go. They do die if this treant dies, unfortunately. But they will get to go right now, so they'll get to do some damage first. All right, so we bring this one here. And we bring this one here as the trees begin to animate and come to life. Angry of the loggers in the forest down here that have been cutting down their forest. You watch as all the trees remaining begin to animate, and they want to attack. Are you playing on 5th edition? I am. 2024 rules, though. Kind of. Not, well, 2024 stat blocks. 2014 edition rules. So now they're going to attack because it's after him. They can do Hail of Bark or Slam, which I think they're going to do Hail of Bark, which is a ranged attack, actually. So they're not going to move. And they're going to do Hail of Bark. So we're going to target here. Hail of Bark, normal. Which is plus 10 to hit. It does hit. There we go. We've got hits against the big Empyrean. Decent rolls. It is resistant to the damage, so it's only taking 14 damage. How many does it get to do, though? Does it get 2? No, it either does a Hail of Bark or it does 2 slam attacks. So it's going to do the Hail of Bark also. All right, here we go. A nat 1. No! No, Treant. What are you doing? Why? Okay. So those Treants are done. Up next, I need to be getting into this fight as Bucky the Buccaneer comes running up. And he's going to charge this Galeb Dur, who is currently restrained. And so it's going to attack the restrained Galeb Dur with advantage. The Rapier as a 14 plus to hit. That's going to hit. He gets to do 3 attacks with his Rapier. That's a 12 plus. That's going to hit. And finally, for the 3rd attack, that's a 10 plus, which also hits. Bucky coming in up to this rock, just slicing into the rock. Oops, I rolled an attack by accident. We need damage. Okay, so for the damage, we have a 12. Not bad. I didn't realize how many times the monsters are going to be replicating. This is insanity. We are at 5,400 likes. We are more than halfway to a new monster. Okay. Who do we have? Okay, Sickness. You want to see something insane. This is how tonight started. We did the giveaway, right? We spun the wheel. Right after the giveaway, I show the map. Creeper Jones comes in with a $50 purchase for the monsters before I roll initiative and brings in this Elder Tempest that he names D20. And so everyone's like, oh, there goes the heroes. Except for Elio says nay, brings in a $50 purchase for this, again, I cannot remember, this Empyrean, which he names D1, for the heroes. So immediately we have 2 insane giant creatures brought in for the fight. And immediately after that, we had this Balgora brought in for $5. Then we had like 3 heroes brought in for $10. And another monster brought in. I think we had the monster brought in. And then we had the 3 heroes. So it has been an insane amount of action. Caleb, welcome to the live. Yeah. So I don't know who we have winning because people have just been insane tonight. Bucky does his 3 hits. So up next, we have Majestic. Oh, I do need to make these guys monsters. Okay, Mage the Majestic is up. So Mage is going to look around. Hey, I appreciate the likes. 4,300 more likes and we bring in a new monster. Mage is going to... I think she can cast Fireball, right? She can. Oh, yeah. Mage is casting Fireball. Oh, no. Some people are going to get hit. That's not good. I think Zendar's going to get hit, but it might be worth it for the heroes. I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, Majestic. Okay. We need to place the measured template. We're going to put it... Oh, I don't know where to put it. All right, we're going to put it right. Oh, jeez. Here. This could be a big hit to the monsters. Sickness! Sickness! Coming in! Hold on. Let me make sure I hit the right key here. Hold on. It's not that one. It's number 7. Fireball. Sickness coming in with a random fireball. With a fireball on a random PC. So, I'm about to do this twice. Do you accept any new heroes as in like added to the board? Yeah, so I guess what do you mean? I'll keep it even, says Sickness. So I need to do a random fireball. Let me do this fireball. Oh, okay, so she did cast this because I clicked it up. I got to do this fireball first, and then I'll do your fireball on a random NPC. Sickness coming in with a $10 purchase for a fireball on a random NPC, which could be detrimental to the grid as new heroes to choose from. Yep, so new heroes have been brought in, and if they're brought in, I bring you over to this character sheet here where you can see all the possible heroes, and then you can choose any remaining heroes. So there's still 7 more to choose from. So she's going to cast it. I need to move this template because I didn't want it here. All right, so I think she's going to do it right here. I think that's what she's got to do. Okay. All right, this could be detrimental to both sides, honestly. Oh, if I add... Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. That's my fault. I misunderstood. I have not changed them up in probably a month. We definitely could. If you guys want to suggest some new heroes, I pick monsters that are kind of humanoid-ish. Like, obviously the clay golem isn't a humanoid, but it's human-ish, right? For the most part. And then anything between a CR of 6 to a CR of 9 is what I choose. So if you find a monster you want me to add as a hero, you can send it my way as an option, and maybe we'll start featuring... That's a good idea. Maybe we'll start featuring new heroes from suggested ideas. So I am going to do the fireball damage real quick. Roll. And then everybody here affected needs to make the dexterity saving throw. Oh my god. Okay, so that is this tree, you, and you. All need to make dexterity saving throws. Maybe this is how the dinosaur died. LOL. Oh my gosh. All these dexterity saving throws. I gotta find out who is failing. Oh, someone rolled a nat 20 to succeed. Okay. Tree ants failed. 1 Galebdird succeeded. Oh gosh. Can I pick who's who? Okay, that Galebdird succeeded. Oh my goodness. Alright. Here's what I gotta do. Bucky. Who failed? Let's start with who failed. Chad? Where's Chad at? Chad failed. Oh no, I can't tell who these are. Oh my gosh. I needed to name them something different. Alright, we're just gonna pick 2 random ones that failed. CR69 correct. That is correct. Yep. So we're gonna pick this one because he's restrained, and this one. We'll pick the 2 that are restrained. And then who else failed? The 2 tree ants failed. Okay, so they all take the full damage. The Galebdirds are resistant. Oh, the tree ants are actually vulnerable to it, so they're taking extra damage. Put letter behind name A, B, C. Yeah, I should have. I definitely should have. It might not matter, though, here. Okay, so now who succeeded? I need to do them and do half, and then we'll deal with the repercussions. So you succeeded, you succeeded, you succeeded, you succeeded. Glad succeeded, and that's it. So they take half. Apply to selected, half, 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 and half, and apply. Okay, now we deal with everyone that's dead. Because that was a lot of things happening all at once. If you are in the YouTube right now, you can see it just popped up on Nightbot. Make sure you type in exclamation point here to check into the stream so you get extra gold over in the Discord for Sachamon. So make sure you check in. Okay, now this tree ant died, which means the other two tree ants also died, but we knew that was coming. I'm not selecting everybody, right? Correct. He dies, which means they die. They did get 2 attacks, which is good. They die. None of the others died, though. They all succeeded. Okay, now what I need to do is we need to pick a random hero. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 heroes. I need someone in... Hey, Moore, what's going on? FA2FO, welcome to the live. Howdy, howdy. Are you part of the, like the group that always hangs out with Meatball over on the lives, right? So, I need someone in the chat to do exclamation point D10. And I'm just going to go in order of initiative order that I have here. Austin is... Okay, got it. Got it. Your name changed. I wasn't sure. That's funny. I need someone to roll... Okay, Gabriel Perez rolling the D10. And that will pick... Okay, number 8. Majestic gets the fireball centered on herself after she just cast the fireball. She gets the fireball centered on herself, which is also going to hit the dude Gar. Also, I'm not going to make it hit the commoner because I made it so that way they couldn't die. Okay, so... Oh. Woo! We are casting fireball, baby. We need dexterity saving throws from Majestic and the dude Gar. Woo-hoo! Dexterity saving throws. Oh, one of them definitely succeeded. They both succeeded. Wow. Wow. Alex, I'm sorry. Brutal. Brutal roll. So we got half damage to selected. Yeah, says Jesse. Now, collectively, though, it is still 29 damage. So not bad. Not a bad attack. That was unfortunate. Is it max level fireball? It is, actually, that's so I always did the regular level fireball. It should be, honestly, for the price, it should be more. So let's go ahead and make it a 5th level fireball, which would add an additional, what, 2d6, because it's typically 3rd level. So let's add 2 more d6 rolls. That's a good point. I should make it a 5th level fireball. So they take an additional 3 damage each. Let me delete this. So, -3. To both the fireball attacks. No, so the other one was from Majestic. So that was a normal one. But we'll say the one that you buy, which is what Sickness did here. That one, if you buy it, if you pay the $10 for the fireball, it is a 5th level fireball. Okay, that is the end of Majestic's turn. Now the dude Gar's up. Now the dude Gar gets a cool bonus action. The first thing it's going to do is enlarge. So they watch as the dude Gar, as he starts to yell out, he begins to grow and double in size, which gives him some extra bonuses. So let's go ahead and make his token double the size. Appearance, he is 2 by 2. Update token. Okay, so they watch as he doubles in size and then he charges. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hello there. Even though I didn't watch your stream for too long, I really enjoy it. See you at your upcoming. What time of the day do you often go live? I go live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday. So he's got the Psychic Attuned Hammer, but he could also do Call to Attack, and up to 3 allies within 120 feet can use their reaction to make one. Let's hang out on Discord. Hey, I got the Discord over my in my bio. You're welcome to go hang out over there. No problem. Or do I do Psychic Attuned Hammer? Oh, that hammer's pretty big. It's pretty big. Did I do 30 or 25 feet? I don't remember. Oh, he doesn't need to move further anyway. All right, so he's going to attack this Galemdur with his Psychic Attuned Hammer 3 times. All right, here we go. So, 1. Oh, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Here you go. So he's attacking this Galemdur right here. He misses on the first one. And usually 9 p.m. EST on Monday. Yeah, they usually I would explain that, Jesse. That I don't think it's real. And we're gonna attack one more time. 17 plus. All right, so he does hit with 2 of them. So we do normal, and then we get to add a little extra damage. So we apply, and we apply. And then he also plus 1d10 psychic damage. So let me go ahead and deal that damage real quick. 1d10 psychic damage. Damage. Normal. And damage normal. Ooh. That's 5, and that's 4, so 9 more damage applied to this Galemdur. Excellent. I said usually. Yeah. I get the most spam from Twitch, for sure. For sure. Okay, so that is the end of the Dude Gar's turn. It is the Treant's turn. And you know what the Treant's gonna do, because he's full level. So he's gonna use Animate Trees. And so now we're gonna bring in 2 more Treants. Let me pull up the monsters. All right. So he's going to animate a tree probably somewhere out here. How far has it got to be? Does it say? Animate tree within 60 feet. Oh, yeah. So he can pull one up over here, and then he's going to pull one over here. All right. So these trees begin to form once more and grow their big branchy arms, and they are going to... I need to send this guy down, though, because he is hiding everybody. Okay, so... as he grows here, he's going to do 2 slam attacks. Got to kill some of these monsters off. They're getting too many attacks. Yeah, that's for sure. I thought that fireball would do more. But a lot of these monsters are going to die if the main one dies. All right, this Treant is going to attack Bucky. It gets 2 slam attacks. Oh, sorry. You're not seeing what I'm seeing. All right. So the 1 does not hit. Come on. Does he get 2 or just 1? He gets 2 slam attacks. 2K! 2,000 likes till the next monster. If you are in TikTok or if you are in the FYP looking at me on TikTok, if you come in here, we are 2,000 likes away from adding another monster to this battle. And on YouTube, we are 1 like away from a new monster. FYI. Misses the second attack. What is this Treant doing? All right, so this one's going to target... let me send him down. This one's going to target Chad the Champion with a hail of bark. Will it hit? Hey, there you go. Finally something hit. It's a good bit of damage. Good bit of damage. 20 damage to... Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is the first death of the night as Chad the Champion takes this bark attack and fades into the abyss. So let me go ahead and get rid of that. Jester D&D over in TikTok. What's going on? Doing multiple views. I appreciate it. All right. So that is the end of Chad and the Treant's turns. Because he only gets 1 hail of bark. All right. So up next, I'm everywhere. We are back at the top of the order, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta play this every time this comes up. We are at the top of the order with D1, the Empyrean, who is going to look down at Colin. And he is going to use his... What does he do? Shockwave of Glory. Each creature in a 30-foot emanation. It's not even that it chooses. Oh no. Jesse Lee with an extra action. Oh no. Oh no. I think it's this one. Nope, it's this one. Jesse Lee coming in with an extra action for D1 the Empyrean, who's going to... He risks too much. He's going to hit too many people. So he is going to use his Divine Ray. He can make it twice. Jesse Lee with another extra action. Oh no. Oh no, this is a problem. All right. So he's going to do his first one at Colin. Unfortunately, I think Colin is in big trouble. Big trouble. So let's go ahead and send that. All right, that is 31. And with that, Colin is gone. Oh, no! Nuts. I need to bring in D1. Does anybody remember what HP he had left? Where's D1? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? All right. I did not mean to do that. He's up top. He had like a 30 million. Okay. Does anybody remember how much HP he had? Elio. Yeah, Elio, he died. I'm sorry. It was crazy. Technically that was a disadvantage, but he wasn't dead anyway. Okay. Colin is dead. All right. Now the Empyrean is going to 332. Thank you. So minus 24. Oh, plus 10. That was bad math. Okay, the 332. I appreciate you. Minus 14. You were right. Also, Jesse. Thank you. We are still 1 like away in YouTube from an extra monster, and we are 1.3 thousand away in TikTok from an extra monster. All right, then the Empyrean is going to use its second Divine Ray attack against probably this Caleb Durr. So we're going to roll. 11 plus is definitely going to hit. So we roll our 6d8. You think the tree ends? All right, let me apply this. All right, so you paid for the extra actions. It's yours. So the question is, would it know to go for the... I feel like it probably would. All right, so he's going to go for the Treant then. So now Jesse with 2 extra actions for this insane CR26 creature. Let's get at it. Divine Ray times 2. 1, 2. That one's definitely hitting. It's a 3 plus, but I bet you it still hits. It sure does. I don't know if it can miss. Let's just do all 4 right now against this Treant. That's a 12 plus. No way it rolls a natural 1. Oh, it's a 3. Philip says advantage. I was thinking about it, but it wouldn't need to waste the advantage rolls because the Treant's AC is 16, and it has a plus 15 to hit. So unless it rolls a nat 1, it can't miss. So we don't want to waste the advantage rolls. All right, so we're going to do damage times 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Holy cow. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. My SD card was sitting in the condensate for my cup. I hope it doesn't mess it up. That will not be cool. Oh, gosh, it's wet. I don't think it will matter, but I'm going to give that some time before I... Oh, gosh. I definitely have, like, birthday party photos on here. Which would not be good. 1 second. Okay. I'm going to put those over here to dry. Okay. I'm sorry. Holy cow. 38, 24, 41 and 44 damage. That was only 9 more than it took to kill the tree ant. But with that, the tree ants are all dead. 1, 2, oh gosh, sorry. Sorry, you couldn't see that. The tree ants are all dead. Holy cow. That Empyrean with your 2 extra actions, Jesse, just went insane. Now, granted, the elemental creature here could do the same thing with extra actions, just a reminder to everybody. In case you think it's unfair that the Empyrean gets to do that. All right, the D20. Oh, wait, does he have a bonus action? Yeah, boy, says Jesse. No, he does not have a bonus action. Okay. So this thing. Ooh. All right, here's what he's going to do. He's going to fly. He can fly up to 120 feet. I think we get into Jaeger territory here. So he's 20 feet in the air right now. He's going to fly. 20, 25, 30. Oh, it doesn't even matter. I can send him wherever I want. So he is just above Kelvin right now. And right there, is it within 60 feet? Oh, every creature within 120 feet? Ah! Oh my god, I shouldn't do it. Because he's going to hit all the bad guys too. He doesn't want to kill his own fans here. Yeah, everything on the map. You're right, Jesse. Ah, that's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. All right, so he's going to fly over here then. And he's just going to start murking smaller creatures. No, he would be smart enough not to do that. I got to give it to him. Thunderous Slam, reach 20 feet, plus 16 to hit. And he gets to do that 2 times. All right. Not 20. Oh, no. Majestic is about to get murked. Murked. Oh, no. All right. So this is a critical hit. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. Oh, it's not that bad. 43 damage. 43 damage. We apply that. That's crazy that a critical hit only did 43 damage. So then we'll go ahead and attack one more time. Followed by a nat 1. No way. All right, this thing may have to do it next turn. All right, now it is the Gale of Dur's turn, but before that, the Empyrean gets to use a legendary action. I believe that he's just going to use his smite once more. All right, so that means he gets to use a Divine Ray attack. And, oh, shoot, I forgot to target. So he'd probably be targeting the Gale of Dur here. Closest one. Which will hit. We'll go ahead and do a normal roll here for that. That is 43 damage to the Gale of Dur, which will kill it. Now, it was not the leader, so the others do not die. Okay. Now, which Gale of Dur was up? This one's up. Okay. This one's going to move 15 feet. 5, 10, 15. Oh, no, he's restrained. Who restrained him? This one did. There's the Entangling Trail. Until the end of its next turn. Oh, it cannot move. It can't move. So a restrained creature has a speed of 0, and it cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and the creature's, yeah, I know that, has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Ladies and gentlemen, Philip almost single-handedly 10,000 likes in TikTok, bringing in a CR 3 to 5 monster. If you are on YouTube or Twitch, you do get to see the wheel pop up. I apologize, TikTok. There's no good way for me to do it. I will tell you what we rolled out here. Philip, you get to name it because you pretty much did this whole thing yourself. You're bringing in a bullsow. I don't know what that is. Let's see what a bullsow is. Elio with the hand claps for Philip. Bullsow. There it is. Oh, this thing looks crazy. Oh, it looks... Oh my god, it looks like Phil from Hercules, but like crazier. CR3. I'm thinking he's gonna come rocking in by the fire down here, kind of out of the water. We need to add him to the fray here. And remember, we are 1 like away in YouTube from another monster coming in. Oh, rolled an 18. Wow, he's up at the top. Okay, so he comes walking out of the water. The Gale of Dur is up. It cannot move, which means that it can't do anything. I've already used this ability, so we're not going to use that again. And it can't do Avalanche Slam because it's a reach of 5 feet. So this one cannot do anything, but the other ones can. So one is restrained and cannot move. Though I don't remember, is restrained gives you disadvantage with your attacks? Let me see. No, just disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Oh no, the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Okay, so number 2 is up. No, number 1s are up. This one's gonna move. Okay, this one's going to attack Bucky at disadvantage. It can't move anyway. So, attack, disadvantage. Oh, still hits Bucky. So this Gale of Dur that is currently, as the centaur went running by and entangled it in all these branches and like plants growing out of the ground, it and reaches out and slams into Bucky, dealing 11 damage. The other Gale of Dur comes running in and is going to use Avalanche Slam as well. Gets to roll normal, not at disadvantage. It will hit that time. That is 8 more damage to Bucky. And that is the end of Gale of Dur 1's turn. It is now Aang's turn, but before Aang's turn, we have some legendaries we need to get through here. So the Empyrean is going to go first. The Empyrean is going to send this at this Gale of Dur, seeing who's kind of calling the shots here. So he's going to do its Divine Ray, legendary action. Send it. A 7+, definitely going to hit. Let's deal the damage here. Oh, I should... Every time these come up, I should be doing this. There we go. Okay, so he deals his Divine Ray damage. Alright, but now before we do Aang's turn, we have to slide over here to the Elder Tempest D20, which means we play the music again. As D20, floating in the air, storm energy surrounding it, gray clouds in the air, lightning surging through its body. It is going to use Lightning Strike, which is 2 legendary actions. And it gets to pick a 5-foot spot, or a spot to anything within 5 feet. So we're going to choose right here, in between Dudegar and Bucky. So they each need to make a dexterity saving throw. Alright, let's get this rolled. Alright, hopefully you guys can see all that. Alright, so they need to make dexterity saving throws. 13+, probably fails. 17+, probably still fails. Oh! Oh, Bucky with a +7 to the dex save. No way! Alright, so we are going to do the damage now. The Dudegar saved. So the Dudegar takes half. I'm sorry, Bucky saved, so Bucky takes half. We apply that. Okay. Cool. Okay, now that's the end of those legendaries. It is Aang's turn, and Aang is going to send his... he's going to send this over towards this Gale of Dur here. So he gets 3 attacks using his... Where did... Oh, Zendar's there. Okay. Elemental Claws. Cold damage still. He always starts with cold damage. He hits on the first one. He gets a nat 1 on the second. And he does hit on the third one. So, a nat 1, but 2 hits still. And we apply all that damage, and we do 1 more. And we apply all this damage. Okay. That's the end of Aang's turn. It is now Glad's turn, but before that, the Empyrean gets another legendary action. Brought in by Elio, the Empyrean is going to continue the attack towards the Gale of Dur, using its final legendary action. It'll roll, it'll produce... Nat 20! No way. Oh, it feels good. Nat 20s feel so good. Oh, Elio, this is what you bought. You bought these Nat 20s. Okay, so now you might think that it's Glad's turn, but in fact, D20 here has 1 more legendary action. And all it can do is move. So it's not going to use that. So, I mean, wait, it would not have done Lightning Strike. What am I doing? Okay, next turn, remind me to use the actual good thing for this thing. All right, that's my fault. Okay, now it's Glad's turn. Glad's going to charge forward. Glad is going to try to shield bash the Gale of Dur. No lair action. So I don't do lair actions with these because those usually would require some prep for me to be able to manage. And since I never know if they're actually going to be here or not, I just don't do the lair actions. But they do get the legendaries and the legendary resistances if that were to come into play. So we're going to do the shield bash. Strength saving throw, normal. Is he going to make a nat 1 on the strength saving throw? So, Glad is going to hit him and deal the 2d4 plus 4 damage. And he's going to be knocked prone. And because of that, now he gets 2 spear attacks at advantage because the Gale of Dur is prone. So, let's go ahead and roll these advantage attacks here. Good thing that first one might have missed. That's 1. Will we get another nat 20? No. But both do hit. All right, we have 13 and 17. Apply and apply. And with that, the main number 2 Gale of Dur dies, killing the other 2 number 2 Gale of Durs. So this one dies, and those 2 are number 1, so they stay. Okay. It is not looking good for the monsters, although they do have these Driders back here. I forgot about that. There's no more legendary actions. So the Driders are going to crawl out. Actually, they're both just going to fire off at Zendar. Yeah, they're going to fire off at Zendar here. So they get their... I mean, the 4-leg is pretty good. 3 attacks using 4-leg or poison burst in any combination. Okay. Okay, yeah. They're going to use these. 1. Wow! Are you kidding me? The monsters, they're not showing that they want it. Wow! No way! No way. There you go. That one hits. That one hits. We do 1 bit of damage here. 2, 2, and 4. All right, so it does 11 damage. And then the other Drider is going to go. And it's going to attack 3 times against Zendar the Centaur. That first one does hit. The second one, almost a nat 20. And the third one, 7 plus. Is that it? No. So it does hit twice. All right, so we do the damage here 2 times. Jeez, a 1, a 1, and a 6. A 1, a 1, and a 3. The monsters are not showing that they want it. They're not showing it. All right. So, I think the Driders are going to stay back there. In the meantime, Zendar's up. Zendar is going to see if he gets his Entangling Trail back. He does. So he is going to move first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Actually, he wouldn't have moved out of range yet. And then he's going to use his bonus action to go 5, 10, which will trigger an opportunity attack. But I think that those of you rooting for the heroes are going to like this one. So it's going to use a 4-leg attack. That's going to hit. Damage. Timothy Court McLeave, who's winning? Unfortunately, your Balgora died. But I don't actually know who's winning at the moment. The heroes have done a significant amount of damage to the monsters in the past, like, couple creatures. But I mean, you still have the Driders back here. You've got the Gale of Durs, and you've, of course, got the Big Tempest. But I think that the monsters are getting a little overwhelmed by heroes at this point. Because 3 heroes were also brought in, to be fair. Okay, so Zendar takes the damage. But Zendar is going to use his action to pick up the spider egg and hold it. So he cannot do any actions while holding the spider egg. But it has used 10 feet of movement. So, let me first send him down. So 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's going to get another opportunity attack. But Zendar is making his way out with an egg. So for those of you that rooted for the heroes over in the Discord, oh, it misses. Zendar is doing his best to get you an extra 500 gold pieces tonight. All right. That is Zendar's turn. He does no damage. Kelvin is up. First things first, does Kelvin get his Warcry back? He does not. D is 20 feet in the air. Kelvin stands about 15 to 18 feet tall, so he can reach it. No. Yes, because he's got a reach of 10 feet. All right, Kelvin's going to strike D. D20. So we're going to go ahead and use our Frost Axe. Let's do with advantage. We've got the rolls. We've got 11,000 likes over in TikTok. If we hit 20,000, we're bringing in another monster. And we are 1 like away from another monster in YouTube. All right, we're going to use 2 more advantage rolls. So let's make this a 5. All right, here we go. Timothy. Court McLeave bringing in a, well, I know that this says an unfriendly adult dragon to you. Over in YouTube, it says a phoenix. Timothy, would you rather bring in a phoenix or an adult dragon? Your choice. I leave it to you. Because it's a lot harder for me to change it on TikTok to match YouTube. So would you rather, with the baby dragon egg for the monsters? He says adult dragon. All right. Let me play that again because we're still picking here. We're bringing in a random adult dragon. Here we go. Timothy bringing in the hardest of the dragons. Timothy bringing in an adult red dragon. Oh my God. Coming in to save the forest. All right. There it is. Look at that thing. As they hear the of this dragon come flying in as it... let's say well, no. He's going to land on this rock here. All right. I said... Oh, you did! Timothy, with the tiny dinos and the roses. The roses bringing in a CR 1/4 monster for fun. And the tiny dinos for the advantage rolls on the attack. All right, hold on. Timothy, let me do this first. CR1 quarter monster. Oh, did I mess this one up? No, I didn't. Okay, CR1 quarter monster. The 1 quarter monsters are fun. My man, says Philip. Philip seems to be rooting for the monsters as well. A Bullywug Warrior. Hilarious. So let me hide this here. Monsters, Bullywug Warrior, which is obviously going to be coming out of the river. All right, because it's a little froggy guy. So we got our Bullywug Warrior. And then we have an advantage on the next attack roll by a monster. Which will be... Bullazao. I need to add these in, though, first. Dragon will be named Doom. I love that. And then what about your Bullywug frog friend? It was a fire drink from the north. All right, so he is there. Where does he end up? Did he not get added? Oh, there he is. Got it. Got it. He will be Kermit. All right, I love it. I love it. Doom for the dragon. Dragon named Doom. And the Bullywug Warrior named Kermit. Hey, you guys. Hey, I don't like that you cut down our trees. Okay, they are both added. I do need to give them their color. So that way everyone knows that they are monsters. All right, I did forget to add Chads. Okay, all right. So, Timothy, also, I appreciate you. I didn't say that yet. I didn't say it yet, but I do appreciate you. Jesse, you already know it, I think, but I appreciate you as well. Kelvin, did he do both attacks? Kelvin did one attack. He has not done the second or the damage. Okay, so he's got to do a second attack. Oh! Timothy with the other Timothy with 4 more Tiny Dinies. Oh, I'll jump on again in a minute. Well, hey, I appreciate the Tiny Dinies. We have 3 advantage rolls coming in. Do you want me to save them for the dragon, I imagine, Timothy? I mean, if you're paying for them, I won't allow you to pick it. Yes, got it. You got it. 16 plus. So that's another... Oh, that was the damage. Oh, no, it's a 25 to hit. What's the AC? It's 20... No, it's 19. Okay, he definitely hits both. Okay, so 2 damages to D20 from Kelvin. All right, so he is resistant to the slashing damage, but he still takes 15 and 12. All right. That is the end of Kelvin's turn. Sassy is up. Sassy, seeing this giant thing in front of him, is going to sprint over to... let's see. I mean, he's not within range of D. He's going to sprint around the building. I don't know. I don't know. His D's reach is 20 feet, if I remember correctly. Thunderous Slam. Reach 20 feet. Yeah, so he's got to go this way. So he's going to run north. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is going to use his bonus action to try and hide in here. So he's going to go ahead and roll a stealth check. Stealth is plus 10. 16, yeah. Oh, he's hidden. And then he's going to pop out and send his arrow flying towards probably the Drider, but it's going to be a disadvantage. Yeah, it's going to have to be. Actually, no. No, you know what? Sassy, realizing that he has little chance against all these monsters immune to poison, is going to use his bonus action to dash. Because I think he can do that. Let me check. Yes. So, he's going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going underneath of this tower. If you can see the tower, it's got like the big legs and everything. And then he's going to use his action to dash further. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's running. Aiden Mercado, welcome to the live. As Sassy dashes across the map towards the cave on the left. All right. That is Sassy's turn. Bucky's up. Still too many monsters around me. I need to take care of this. And he's going to go up against this Gale of Dur where he has advantage because that Gale of Dur is still... Oh, actually, he's no longer restrained. Because I believe the restrain ends until the end of its next turn. Yeah, he's not restrained anymore. So he does not have advantage. So DM Vorkle, welcome back. The battlefield looks a lot different than when you showed up earlier. All right, we're going to turn off that because he's not restrained anymore. So Bucky does not have advantage. So we're going to use Rabier at normal. That's a 6+. That's not going to hit on the first one. On the second one, he did hit all 3 times last time. Oh, he misses. Will he miss all 3 this time? All right, he does. No, he misses all 3 attacks. Just when you think the heroes are on top of the world. All right, Majestic is up. Majestic is going to... She no longer has Fireball. She could Misty Step. She probably will do that. Yeah, she's going to Misty Step. Although, she can do it as a bonus action. Yeah. Oh, Protective Magic? What's Protective Magic? Oh! So she could use Counter Spell. And she can use Misty Step and Shield. Oh! That's pretty huge. Okay, so she is going to use her bonus action to Misty Step and fly over here. 5, 10, 15, 20. She's going to go around the corner. And then she's going to use Cone of Cold. Oh no, Bucky's gonna take it. But she's gotta do it. She's gotta do it. Is she a wizard or a sorcerer? She is a mage, so I think she's technically a wizard. I believe. Alright, so all of these creatures need to make dexterity saving throws, including Bucky, unfortunately. Yeah, he's in it. Alright, so, but Glad is not. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, I don't know why I counted in 5s. That was stupid. They all... No, he's good. Okay, they all need to make dexterity saving throws for this Cone of Cold. Oh, Constitution saving throws. I'm sorry. Not dexterity saving throws. Normal. Oh, Bucky failing. Oh, no. These Gale of Durs better fail. Oh, wow. Everyone failed. Holy. 32 to everyone selected. Oh, man. Okay, but... Alright, she did hurt Bucky. She did not kill him. But you know what she did do is kill... Oh, no! This Gale of Dur is holding on with 2 HP. The one that's controlling the other 2 has 2 HP remaining. Holy cow. Alright, Majestic had a good turn there. That is the end of her turn. Alright, up next is the dude Gar, who is going to... I mean, he's got his Psychic Attuned Hammer. It is not looking good for the monsters, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to come up here. He gets to do 2 attacks with this, I believe. No, 3 attacks. Oh boy, he's enlarged, so he does get to do this one. We do have an Adult Dragon, though, and D, so there's that. Yeah, he's definitely going to hit with that one. And he deals that amount of damage plus, but I think that's more than enough. Oh, no! Okay, so he's got to deal extra damage on that attack, which is the psychic damage. It's a D10. If we roll a 1 here, it lives. Oh, I didn't mean to roll the attack. If we roll a 1 here, it lives. Will it be a 1? Oh my god, it's a 1! Oh, the Gale of Dur lives with 1 more damage. That's insanity. Insanity. So he's now going to use his second attack to attack this Gale of Dur. Can you imagine if he misses his next 2 attacks? Can you imagine? 10 plus. He's going to hit. Okay, 17. I'm not going to bother with the extra damage. I really didn't even have to roll this one. But we apply that. So now this Galebdur is dead. And he's going to move forward. And he's going to attack this Galebdur with his Psychic Attuned Hammer. And I really, as long as he hits... This Galebdur hangs on with 2 HP. What is happening? This is insane. The dude guard does not want to end it. Wow. All right. Maybe things are turning around for the monster here. All right, the Empyrean's up. The Empyrean could... Let's see. It is going to... Yeah, it's going to use its Divine Ray. Divine Ray. It's going to use its Divine Ray against... I mean, it's trying to get rid of all the monsters here. It's going to go against the Galebdur. First, Jesse Lee with an extra action for the Empyrean. Oh, whose name should have changed. Sorry, I did forget to change it back to D1. All right, so Jesse Lee with an extra action for D1 here. First things first, it's going to kill Legit Anime. Welcome to the live as we watch D1, the Empyrean here, strike against the Galebdur, dealing an excessive amount of damage. And as it does so, Jesse Lee with another action! Oh, this is going to be a problem. All right, so I think that it's got to turn its attention to either D20 or Doom. And D20's been here the longest. I think he's going to go towards D20. All right, so it has 4 Divine Ray attacks thanks to Jesse Lee. We've got what? Jesse Lee with another action! It hits with the first. It hits with the second. Almost a nat 20 for the third. We're rolling all 6, Jesse. We're rolling all 6. It's hitting... Oh, okay. It has to roll less than a 7. That's 4. Here's 5. Oh, it does... No, it has to roll less... What is that thing's AC? There's a 3. Does that hit? Okay. It misses 1 out of 5. Jesse. Oh my god. 3. 4. And... Where's the damage? We need 5. I need 1 more. Where's it at? Alright, there we go. Holy cow. Apply, 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 and apply. Jesse taking D20 down to like a third of its HP. Holy cow. Will the heroes pull it off this week? Cheap viewers on Stream Boo. Hey, I appreciate the notification. Thank you for the spam. All right, so that is the end of its turn. Bulazal's up. All right, Bulazal is going to... Does that have a ranged attack? No, it doesn't. Oh, are they within 30? Oh, shoot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Aang on his turn should have... No, nope, wrong. He hasn't had a turn since Bulazal's been here. Mage is not within 30. Majestic is not within 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, she is. She should have made a con save. Because the Rotting Presence. She needs to make a con save. Which is what her turn... Oh, no, but she did not start her turn there. Never mind. Is it starts turn or... No, it doesn't say or enters that area. So, never mind. She does not do that. All right, this thing is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's going to move up to Aang, and it's going to target Aang with its barbed tail. Normal attack. Nat 1. The monsters do not want it tonight. So he does not hit. That is the end of his turn. It is now D20's turn, but first, we have a legendary action. So saw we, says Jesse. I wonder who Jesse's rooting for. He's going to use a legendary action to do Divine Ray at D20. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Don't forget, by the way, for those of you rooting for the monsters, you are able to heal the monster if you really need him to live, because this is your strongest monster, to be honest. All right, so D, not liking the attacks he's getting, he's going to do it. It's now or never. He's going to do Thunderous or Lightning Storm. Use ability. 1 second. Okay. Here we go. So, DC 21 dexterity saving throws from everybody. So I need to go select everyone. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13 creatures about to make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah. Yes. All right, here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Did I count wrong? Must have counted wrong. 14 dexterity saving throws. Everybody, hold on, I'll scroll down for you to see this. Everyone failed. Holy cow, except for one Drider, which we'll say is the left one, because it doesn't really matter. That is crazy. Everyone failed. All right, so you need to do your damage, which is up here. Oh my god. I'll zoom out so you can see all the creatures taking all this damage. All right, so let me scroll up. Damage. Roll. High numbers? All right, I need to go back and select everybody. 8, 9, 10, nope, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why did I roll 14 times before? There you go. 15. Okay. So apply to selected with one of the Driders taking half. And apply. Holy cow. Does it even hit flying creatures like the red dragon? So the red dragon, I said, landed on the rock on the ground. Although, I think it still would. Within 120 feet. That's all it says. So it could be up, down, left, right. If the target fails by 5 or more, the creature's also stunned. What? All right, what was the DC? DC 21. All right, let's see who's stunned. We'll see it together. All right. The Drider. All right, let's see who's not stunned. Everyone else is. Oh, Doom could have done his legendary resistance. You know what? He will do his legendary resistance to that. So he's going to get half of that amount of damage back, which is plus 16. All right. So Doom uses a legendary resistance to take half. All right, so he's not stunned. Okay, so who succeeded? Glad. Oh, it says by 5 or more. So Glad failed. Everyone is stunned. Everyone but Doom. Although, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, D1 would have used a legendary resistance as well. So Doom is not stunned. So Doom gets plus 16 HP back. Okay, So Doom, I'm not Doom, D1. D1, Doom, and the one Drider are not stunned. Everyone else is stunned. Oh my god. What a hit. But here's the thing. Let me direct your attention this way. Majestic died from that attack. Bucky died from that attack. Kermit died from that attack. Everyone else got in some serious trouble there. Yikes. Okay. Sheesh. All right, that is the end of D's turn. D's. So he gets his legendary actions back. We're going to go to the next thing, which is Aang. But before we do that, D1, who is not stunned, is going to use another legendary action. It's going to use Smite. It may kill D here. So it gets to use the Divine Ray. Here we go. Hold on. Let me scroll up. Will D1 right now kill D20 with its legendary action? It rolls the exact thing it needed to hit. Will it do enough damage to kill it? It does not! D20 stays. Oh my god. Alright. That's wild. That is wild. Alright. It is now Aang's turn. Oh my god, I can't believe it lived. Aang is gonna go, and Aang is going to attack this thing in front of it. Elemental Claw. Actually, no, it's gonna use the Elemental Flail. Jesse with an extra action for Aang. Jesse giving Aang more shots. He's going to do another flail attack. He's going to miss that one. No way he misses a third one. All right, he's going to hit that one. Jesse with the extra actions. Jesse with the extra actions. All right. That is his attacks. He does kill him here. Now Aang is going to look out this way and is going to attack Doom with the cold strikes. Oops, sorry. That's supposed to be a T. But that's fine. That makes sense because this is an extra action. All right, so he is attacking Doom. He misses with the first attack. We're going to do 2 more advantage rolls here. There we go. Okay. Attack with advantage. A nat 20. There you go. That makes up for it. And a miss. So he does hit once. Jesse with an extra action for Aang, the elemental cultist. All right, he's going to attack 3 more times. He's going to miss the first one. All right, we're rolling with advantage on the second one. I'm using another advantage roll. We have 9 plus 6. We have 15 to use. He does hit that time. And we're going to attack with advantage the third time. Wow, good thing, because that was a nat 1. So he hits twice. We use 2 more advantage rolls. Okay. And let's see. Damage. Normal. Damage. Normal. Let's see what he does. He does 22 and 9. What did he roll? 2, 1, 4, 2? Jesse with another extra action for Aang the Elemental Cultist. He's going to fire off 3 more Jesus, Jesse. All right. We're going to do them with advantage. We've got the rolls. Although we are close to almost done with the rolls. I heart Aang. All right. So we attack with advantage. Attack with advantage. Oh. Does that miss? That does miss with advantage. That one's a nat 20 to make up for it. And that one hits. It's not a nat 20. So we'd have a critical hit and a normal hit. Remember, we are 1 like away on the YouTube from bringing in another monster. We are 7,000 likes away in TikTok from bringing in another monster. Aang pretty much self-destroying Doom. It is now Glad's turn, but before Glad goes, D1 gets to go. And, oh, D1's out of legendary. No. Why did it not? 1, 2. I don't know why that didn't refill. 1, 2, 3. Should have one more. Oh! Yeah, should have one more legendary action. Yeah, I agree. That was what I was thinking too. Okay. All right. This is the time, unfortunately, that I think we lose D20. For those of you rooting for the monsters, you are about to watch your greatest hero take a Divine Ray. 19 plus with the damage. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the Empyrean, using his bow, well, his Divine Ray, sends a bolt of energy, divine energy, through the Empyrean's heart as you watch this elemental creature flail in the air and just crash onto the ground. Heroes, 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 says Jesse in the chat. All right. And he was about to do... Oh, wait a second. The adult red dragon should have been doing legendaries. So we're going to catch up on some legendaries here. I didn't even realize he had them. We'll do Pounce. Usability. So he gets to do a rend attack. Yeah, he's missed... Let's see. Yeah, I mean, he should have missed all of them, I imagine, at this point. Because I forget exactly when the others came in, but we've had a bunch of creatures die in between and too. So he deals the damage to Zendar, which is probably... That kills Zendar. Yikes, that's a big hit for the heroes, though, because he had an egg. So there goes Zendar the Centaur. And then the rend attack, reach of 10 feet. So he's not going to... Oh, but the Pounce moves up to half its speed and then makes a rend attack. So now he's going to come over here. Oh, no. He's probably, with all three of his legendaries, would have taken out these guys. Yikes. Uh, 7 plus does still hit. So to the dude Gar, he takes 15 damage. So that kills the dude Gar. And then he's going to attack Glad on his final hit here. That's a 3 plus. It does hit. It does hit. Oh no. That is a major loss for the heroes, losing 3 heroes. Oh my, it is Aang, Kelvin, and the Empyrean versus Doom and 2 Driders. Oh, and Sassy. Sassy in the back is going to be going for the eggs. All right, but it is now Doom's turn. So Doom is going to pop up into the air 10 feet. And he's going to move back. And he's going to use his fire breath. There's no reason he wouldn't. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So these two are advantages. Yeah, so you are correct, although he's not making an attack roll this turn. But you're right, he will be using advantages when he does. Oh, he should have had those for the rend attacks. But the legendaries, but he didn't use them and still hit all of them. So he'll use them on his, when he actually makes his attacks. But I appreciate the reminder, Philip. Thank you. We need dexterity saving throws from these two. So let's go ahead and dex saving throw. Dex saving throw. 17 plus. I'm assuming that's a save. From D1 and 11 plus. Okay, so Sassy fails. D1 succeeds. Let's do that damage. 17 D6 damage. D1 succeeds. Takes 31. Sassy is dead. Ruh-roh Raggy. Okay, that is the end of Doom's turn. Ouch, yeah, that's a big loss also. Although, realistically, he wasn't doing much damage here. The Driders are up. So the Driders are going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's their speed? Speed is 30. Okay. And I believe they're going to... I think they're going to keep going. What's the magic that it can cast? Darkness, very far away. Okay. So it's then going to use its action. Yeah, it is back on the ground. He's not 10 feet in the air anymore. Good call. So he's at 0. I think he's going to use his action to keep moving. She's going to use her action to keep moving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then she can cast Darkness as a bonus action. And I think that she may do that. So she's going to cast Darkness. And Darkness is going to go around that thing. Okay. Around Aang. And so now, let me go ahead and mark that so it looks like Darkness. Okay. There you go. So that's Magical Darkness. She used her action. She used her movement. This one's going to use its action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 feet of movement for its movement and action, and that is the end of the Drider's turns. But in the meantime, there should... So Doom gets 2 legendary actions in between those. So it is going to move and attack the Empyrean. Can move up to half its speed and then use a rend attack. It is going to hit. And we'll just do the second legendary action, one after each of the spiders. Alright, so we apply. He only hits 1. Alright, that is the end of Doom's turn. I mean, Doom's legendaries. It's now Kelvin's turn. Time to see if Kelvin gets his Warcry back. I feel like this battle went from like a million things down to none so fast. That is wild. Wild. 13 concurrent viewers over on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. You are nearing what looks to be maybe the end of this battle. We are 1 like away in the YouTube for an extra monster to come into the battle. Was that 4 legendaries? So no, he did his 3 legendaries up to his turn. Because I realized when I got to his turn that he hadn't done any. So the 3 that he did were the ones that he missed out on from all of his turns, and then he gets them all back. So now he just did 2. Karen Vivas, welcome to the live. Kelvin does not get his Warcry back, but he is going to use his Frost bow, his Great Bow, sorry. Against Doom, I guess. So normal. I guess I should probably do advantage. How many do I have? I have 9 over on YouTube, and I have 6, so I have 15. I have 3 more. So yeah, we'll do 2 advantage rolls here. He's going to hit with that one. Good thing we used advantage. And then here's the second advantage roll. He's going to miss that one. All right, so he does 1 thing of damage. All right, we will apply that. And then he's going to get 1 more rend attack. $15 plus, that will definitely hit. Damage. All right. Does 12 more damage to the Empyrean. All right. Now up next is the Empyrean, who is going to probably sacred weapon this thing, which would be a real problem. Normal. A nat 1! Jesse with the extra action! Oh my god. Alright, so he does the extra action. Or, I mean, he does the first one and he misses. Misses twice! Jesse, we will use advantages for your extra action because we're not wasting money around here. Another extra action! He's definitely going to hit with that one. Alright, so first things first, we need to do advantage. I mean, we need to do damage. So we are using 1 advantage roll here. Does 31. Jesse with a 3rd extra action! This thing needs to make a save, I believe. Jesse, you're an animal. It has the stun condition. So he's automatically stunned. Okay, which means she has advantage automatically. I don't need to be using our advantage rolls. Mortal Kombat, finish him. Stunned, is that an auto crit? No, it is not. All right, now we have 2 more extra actions thanks to Jesse. All of these attacks have advantage. Can it automatically save? So it could if it needed to make a saving throw, but this stun says that it's just stunned. So it could decide that it doesn't want to be stunned on its turn, but it has to take the 21 extra damage anyway, and I don't think it's going to make it to its turn. So I think this is the end of our monsters here. Because we have extra actions all over the place. Unless, Jesse, that is the end of our dragon. D1 finishes the dragon. You have an extra action here available. Would you rather cash in for the night or finish off the Driders? It is your choice since you bought the extra actions. What would you like me to do with it? I bestow this honor upon you. Also, for those of you in YouTube, we are 1 like away from an extra monster. When we hit 10 likes, we bring in a random extra monster. Finish the Driders and take the eggs. Well, so we can't do both because as soon as the Driders are dead, it's over and we can't get the eggs. So either I finish the Driders and it's over, or I use your actions to go get the eggs. Your choice. And I will let you choose, since you gave the actions. He says eggs. Okay, so the Empyrean has a walking speed of 50 feet. It is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. It will use its extra action to pick this up. It does not have a bonus action. And it will use 5 extra feet of movement to move the egg this way. Okay, that is the end of D1's turn. Aang is up. Aang is in complete darkness here. So he's going to go running out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to see the Driders, and he's going to send 3 Elemental Claw attacks. Not 1. A 9 plus will hit. No, it will not! Okay, that one will hit. Jeez. Aang was not feeling that one. 22 damage. I know, right? 22 damage. All right. So that is the end of Aang's turn. The Driders are up. They're going to... This one is going to 5, 10, 15, 20... It is going to drop the darkness. Oops. Why can't... Oh. 25 and 30. It's going to start going into the door. He's going to use his... Oh. I think he can use his bonus action for this. Oh, he used this. I need to see if he gets it back. Oh, he does get it back. Okay. He's going to cast Web on Aang. And actually, he's going to put it right here. She's going to put it right here. All right, now with web, you conjure massive sticky webbing at a point within range. Fills a 20-foot cube. They're difficult terrain, and the area within them is lightly obscured. The web collapses on itself, and the spell ends at the start of your next turn. Otherwise, the webs... Yeah, he didn't really put it against anything. I guess I could say he went against, like, the tree and the chair. Yeah, I was keeping it outside of the fire. It's annoying because I'm trying to... Oh, yeah, you guys can't really see that. Sorry. I'm trying to get it, like, halfway in here to be outside the fire, so I think it's going to have to be this way, which means I can't... I could maybe use the tree and the chairs here, but I don't think that would make any sense. So he's just going to cast it here. And... So it's difficult terrain, it's lightly obscured. You must succeed on dexterity saving throw. Okay, so we'll leave it there. He's got to make a dexterity saving throw on his turn. And then the Drider's going to use his action to move in. And he's going to be ready to pick up this commoner. It is now the next Drider's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40... 45, 50. Because it's using its action to do this as well. And it is going to use this to cast Darkness. I'm going to head out. I need to plan out plot points for my pirate campaign. Just got 2 of my players' backstories, so lots of juicy stuff. Have a good night, y'all, and go Heroes, says Gabriel. Hey, I appreciate you hanging out. I will make sure, again, if you haven't already, make sure you check into the stream using the exclamation point here. You can't do that too many times. It's okay to do it multiple times. So feel free, if you don't remember if you did it. That's only in YouTube or Twitch. TikTok does not have the Nightbot capabilities, but I'm going to go through the comments and make sure I get everybody. Soulfire Farms, welcome back. It is going to cast Darkness on Aang as well. So, hey, I appreciate the likes. Thank you so much. The monsters may be in some trouble here. All right. So, Fearless Stars checking in. Hey, I appreciate it. So, Fearless Stars, if you are not already in the More D&D Discord, the reason we check in is because you get bonus gold towards this collectible card system we have in the Discord. So, if you want to pop into the Discord, I usually will pull that up at the end of the stream. But you can open up, it's basically a D&D collectible card system. It's entirely free. There's nothing you can pay for. But there's over 1,000 cards that you can randomly get. You get to open up a free pack of cards every day. You can trade cards with other people. You can sell them for their value and buy more packs. There's so much stuff that you can do. It's a lot of fun. So if you're interested, a lot of fun over there. But make sure you check in so that way you get gold for joining into the stream. All right, so this Drider is going to move over with the rest of its feet to this commoner. Okay. Kelvin's up. I'm going to give the Drider... Yeah, Kelvin, if he wants to shoot his bow, the Drider is going to have half coverage. Probably 3/4 coverage, honestly. Yeah, he's going to have 3/4. So, move to block Driders in. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Let me see if he gets his Warcry back. Oops. He does not. All right, so he's going to use his action to move another 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He can't really fit in here, but he's going to stay here for a minute. He is going to need to make a saving throw for going into the web. So with web, first time a creature enters the webs on a turn or starts turn there, must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or have the restrained condition. Dieters are here! Dieters, you guys missed an insane start to this battle. It was wild. Absolutely insane. I will tell you about it in 1 second. I need to do a dexterity saving throw here. Oh, he's got -1. Yikes. Roll a 3. Oh, yeah, he's restrained. So, I started this battle. Where is restrained? Goodness gracious, thank you. Okay, I started this battle with even creatures, and before I even got a chance to go in and roll for initiative for all the creatures, Creeper Jones came in and bought a $50 the big elemental thing that was just in here. I can't think of his name right now. And so bought this huge $50 creature, and everyone was like, well, good luck, heroes. There goes the night. And Elio said nay and came in and paid for the Empyrean, the $50 Empyrean to come in. And since that, we've had 3 heroes brought in. We've had an adult red dragon brought in. We've had so many things brought in. It has been insanity. It's been a wild night. It is looking like the monsters are dead. Because all that's left are these 2 Driders, and they're trying to get some gold. But so is the Empyrean up here. So, all right, Kelvin moved. D1 is up. D1 is going to snag the egg. And he's going to move back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I believe he's got 50. Yeah, by the way, Dieter, looks like you caught on. If you want the gold for the night, the peak concurrent viewer gold over in Discord, all you got to do is make sure you check in. Nightbot is keeping track of everybody that's checking in for me, so instead of me having to go back and watch this video again later and count all the viewers that came in, as long as you check in, I'll be able to see that you were here, and then I just have to do that for TikTok because I don't have Nightbot capabilities over there. I believe he has a 50-foot walking speed. He does. Okay, he's going to come here. She's going to come here, and she is going to use her action to burst through the window and plop the egg down. Because the egg just needed to get into here. So the egg has made it. If the heroes win, which likely they will, I'll have to go back and check out the start. Yeah, it was insane. It was insane. We also did the pool over there, which was fun. not the pool, the, what's it called? Lori, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Oh my God. The giveaway. We did the giveaway. That is her action. And I think that's the end of her turn here. Yeah. Because she has no bonus actions, and she used her action to burst through the window here and drop it in. If the window was already open, I would have made it a free action, but... Okay, Aang is up. Aang needs to make a dexterity saving throw to start. Not going to succeed, so Aang is restrained and stuck in the darkness. So Aang cannot do anything. Legendary action. So it does have legendary actions now. I'm guessing I didn't win, or you would have started with that. Yeah, it was, I can't remember the name. Malik something. I feel bad. I congratulated them and everything. I cannot remember their name right now. But they won, and I'm going to let them know after the stream, which will be a lot of fun. Also, I see that you potentially might have joined Fearless Stars. And if so, let's take... If you want to pull cards, we can do pulling cards live on the stream. Just let me know. And everybody will watch, because that's fun. I love watching people pull their cards, especially their starter decks. All right, Aang can't do anything because he can't move and he's stuck in the darkness. It is now the Drider's turn, which means that the webs fade away. Oh, Philip, that's you. Got it. Got it. Did you... So you just joined over in the Discord, right? Yes, now the... Oh, nuts! Yes, now the legendary action. All right, give me 1 second. Let me put this back. We're going to do the legendary action, which I wish she could move, but she cannot. She can bolster, Shockwave of Glory, or Smite. Yeah, she can't move. So I think she's going to hold on her attack so she can keep going to get eggs while the other two live. Okay, so... Philip, if you want to pull your cards, first off, welcome. Did you already pull? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? No, you didn't. Okay, so Philip, just for fun, if you want to pull your cards live, all you need to do is type in /pull, and you'll see the command there, and then you can decide what kind of cards you want to pull. And we'll get to see, you get to do that 3 times, because it's your first time. Yeah, steal all the eggs, says Dieter. Yeah, we're gonna... So basically, Aang and Kelvin are gonna fight these Driders to the death. And the Empyrean, in the meantime, is gonna do everything it can to go get all the eggs. Also, though, the monsters will have attack advantages. They haven't attacked yet, though. That's the problem. All right, here we go. We have a Duke Zalto. Hey, we got a Baba Lyzaga. That is from the Curse of Strahd expansion. And that was a great pull for a first pull. So you get to do what you just did 2 more times. All right, let's see what we got. I think that they're going to pull one between 300 and 500. You heard it here first. Oh, I was close. Look at that red Abishai. Worth 614. Philip, your pulls are insanity right now. If you get over 1,000 on this next pull, that's the most beginner luck. What kind of cards are we pulling? Amnesu, Jonathan. All right, so he's pulling creatures. You also pulled the Lost Minds of Phandelver special card, being Venom Fang, and then a Bone Devil that was nearly pristine. Good for you. Fantastic pulls. Excellent. So every day at midnight Eastern, you get to open up another pack of cards. So well done. Well done. In the meantime, it's the Drider's turns. They, seeing that they're blocked off, they came bursting through the doors. The doors are open. They're going to attack Kelvin. No problem. There's also a bunch of other stuff that once we finish this, I'll go through some of the other stuff you can do over there. Because there's a lot of fun stuff with that. All right, so it's going to use Poison Burst. It gets 3 attacks, all with advantage. Thanks to Timothy earlier. No, the most beginners luck. Oh my God, I know. I did. You're right. You're right. The person who pulled the hardest card literally possible to pull. All right, so misses the first attack with advantage. Does hit the second time. Gets 3 attacks. Nat 20 on the third one. All right, so damage, normal. Damage, critical. So 17 and 28. Not bad. Not bad. All right, and this Drider is going to do the same thing. Jesse, how do you like not having to type in to remind everyone to check out the Discord and make sure to sign in here? Huh? You don't have to do the work anymore. Nightbot does it. So that was all 3 advantages. Also, I can have Nightbot do so many things now, I found out, because ChatGPT gives me the code to type in to make it do the commands. So if you guys have other thoughts on what you wanted to say or remind people or what, let me know and I can have it do that. All right, 13 more damage to Kelvin for the 2 Driders. Kelvin is now up. Kelvin is no longer restrained. So Kelvin can't really get in there, though. So he's going to fire one off at the Driders. Fire 2 off at the Driders. Oh, first does he get his Warcry back? He does not. Multi-attack with the bow. Yell back. What do you mean yell back? He does miss the second one. So he hits with 1. Apply. Oh, does he get his yell back? Got it. Yeah. Got it. I was trying to think of what the yell meant. Okay. The Empyrean's up. It is going to move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hold up. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And before it's going to use its action to move, wait a minute. Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit 10 likes on the YouTube, meaning we are going to pull in another monster. Here we go. What are we dragging in? A Banshee. Okay. Monsters. Banshee. Lori says yay. I forgot you guys are on opposite sides of it. Forgot about that. I'll just say because I don't have a good answer for where this Banshee's coming from in the middle of the day. But CR4, not bad. But we get to add it to the battle. All right, normal. Get the wheel out. You're right. Thank you. All right. So we put the Banshee down here next to Kelvin. Rolled a 1. So she's going last after Kelvin here. Okay. So now we have to finish the Empyrean's turn, though. So we're going to use an extra action. 5, 10. Well, not an extra action. Use its action. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Pick up the egg. Actually, no, I didn't make the other one do it. 40. Pick up the egg. 45, 50 to begin running it back. I only liked because it was 8, said Dieter. 1, I only see 9. I see 10 on my end, which is funny because it is usually the opposite. You guys usually see more than me. But I see 10 on my end. I only liked because that's hilarious. Jeff, Tiny Bell, welcome to the live. All right, so we are down to the final few monsters in this battle. Aang is up. Aang is in pure darkness here. Can't see anything. So he's going to fly out the direction he knew he was running away before. 20, 25, 30. And he can't see anything. So he is going to hold an action. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to say he might be able to see the Drider in here. I'm going to give that Drider 3/4 cover. And let's go ahead and fire these off. Elemental Claw, normal. 17 might still hit, actually. 24, what's their AC? 19. 3/4 cover is what, +5? What can I look at here? Let's see. 3/4 cover, 5e. I forget what that gives you. Total cover can't be targeted. I know that. Did somebody answer my question? So he was restrained, but the web itself, because it wasn't in between two things, it faded away. So he's no longer restrained by it. Let me see. Restrained. Not restrained. 3/4 cover. Cover. It is 5. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. Half cover. 3/4 is +5. So with a +5, the Drider just gets hit. Because the Drider's AC is 19, which is wild, by the way. So he does hit with that one. Let's go ahead and roll another one. No way he hits again. No, he does not. And no way he hits a third time. All right. So he does get hit once, though, as Aang fires off this thing through the window. Through the broken open window and does 24 damage to the Drider. All right. So that is the end of its turn. Aang's turn. It is now the Drider's turn. The Drider is going to fire some more off at Kelvin. Normal. A nat 20. A 16. And a 5. Well, the nat 20 and the 16 were cool. All right, we have 27 and 11 damage. Yikes to Kelvin. This could be the end if this Drider hits some crazy attacks here. All right, so we're going to do 3 more poison bursts. Attack, normal. Attack, normal. 19. 2. And a 19. That is 2 more attacks. That hit. Attacks that hit. 4, 2, and 1. So he does 10 and then 11. Kelvin is still alive and in this at the moment. But Kelvin needs to see if his war cry comes back. It does not. So he's going to do 2 more frostbow attacks, great bow attacks. Oop. 14 does not hit. No way. No way are these 2 Driders going to kill Kelvin. No way, dude. Okay, we're doing that one at advantage. Because we have an extra advantage roll. Concurrent viewers is up to 17. If you're just joining in, we are getting to the end of our midweek Monster Mash. Jesse Lee with an extra action for Kelvin to be able to maybe kill these stupid Driders because he cannot roll high enough to do it himself right now. So, let's see. We have 10 likes that I see there. And in TikTok, we're up to 13,000, so that's another 6. So we should have 16. I just used another. So, yeah, so I should have 2 more advantage rolls left. No, I was at... Yeah. So I should have 2 more left. So for this extra action, Jesse, we're going to do 2 more attacks with advantage. That one's definitely going to hit. And... that one is not. But he does hit again. And that is 28 damage. Oh, he doesn't kill it. He was so close. So close. It is now the Banshee's turn. Will the Banshee finish off Kelvin? That's the real question. Corrupt Touch. Or... and uses Horrify. Alright, so it does 2... I could do Deathly Wail. No, he's not going to do that. Okay, so he's going to go do Corrupting Touch to Kelvin. Which is a normal. Oh, he misses. Misses. Dieter! Nope, wrong one. Nope. Nope. Dieter coming in with 125 temp HP for Kelvin. Keeping him alive. That is too funny. Kelvin shan't go down. I can't believe I can't remember what these numbers are, by the way. I keep hitting the wrong ones. Dieter, first off, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Second, good save on Kelvin, because this one did hit. So let's see. It wouldn't have been much damage. 3 plus. Let's see. He had 22. Does 6 damage, and then it also gets to do its horrifying. Oh no, horrify. So it's a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. Boo, says Lori. Lori, I feel like you should have just told him, hey, you're not allowed to do that. He does save, so he is not frightened. That is the Banshee's turn. We are back up to D1's turn. D1 is moving forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And it's going to use its action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He can't get in there right now, but the window's open. No, so I made the rule that they can only carry one thing at a time. No matter how big they are, they also can't attack or do anything while carrying anything. He wouldn't listen. So it's going to drop the egg off because it is a free action. I do state that, and he can reach in the window. That is 2 eggs. That's 1,000 gold for the heroes if they win. If they win. And 15 more feet. Okay. Aang's turn. Aang is going to rush up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. No, he can only run 30. And now he has a straight shot through this window against the Drider here. So, oh, you guys can't see that. Sorry about that. Okay, so he's going to fire off his 3 elemental claw attacks. We've used all of our advantages. Okay, all right, there we go. So let's see if Aang, as he fires straight through this window, can he finish off the Drider? He's got 3 attacks. Oh, that was almost a nat 20, but he does hit. That's 1. We got another attack. Oh, 5. That doesn't do it. And for the third one, oh, he only hits once. Only hits once. Still 20 damage. I'll give him that. All right, up next is the Drider, who can't get out of this place, so it's got to keep firing off. Hey, how goes the war? Creeper Jones. First off, I have been talking about the work that you did here, but look at this situation we're in right now. The Empyrean is left with Kelvin the Frost Giant and Aang against these 2 Driders monsters here and this Banshee. The Empyrean is so confident that they're winning that he's going to grab the eggs for extra gold in the Discord right now. And these 2 Driders are locked in by Kelvin, who's about to attack him. Honestly, the monsters are going to lose, it seems. So, but your monster held strong. I will give you that. And Jesse coming in with an extra action for Kelvin here. Oh, wrong one. Coming in with the extra action. Oh, that needed to make a con save to keep up darkness. 7 plus. It does succeed, so the darkness stays up. All right, Kelvin has 4 attacks against these Driders. Will he finish the battle here with his extra actions? 16 plus. That hits. So let's go ahead and do the damage there, because that's probably going to kill the Drider. Creeper Jones with an extra action for the monsters if it gets to their turn. But that's going to kill this Strider. And then Kelvin is going to turn his attention towards the other one. And he's going to make 3 more Great Bow attacks. Will this finish off the battle? 1 hit. Maybe 2? No, he misses the second one. 3rd hit. Does hit the 3rd. Oh my god. 1. 24. And another 25. The Drider stays alive. But realistically, probably not for long. The Banshee's up. An extra action from Jesse. Jesse, I switched to the next person. But when that came in, I was just switching. I apologize. The monsters should live just long enough for D1 to get that last egg. Yeah, so I said earlier that I would have all of these heroes attacking the monsters like they would be, but the Empyrean would be trying to get what he could. So, if they die, they die. I mean, you guys have gotten 2 eggs already. So he's going to do the Corrupting Touch twice. Which does hit. Look at that. And he misses the second one. So we'll deal the damage to Kelvin, who's got like 1,000,000 HP. Now that Dieter went and gave him 125 more. And then technically it has the Horrify, but I think once you save, you're good. So nothing happens with the Horrify. It's going to attack 2 more times. Which I think, honestly, at this time, it's just going to use its Deathly Wail. So everything within 30 feet that can hear the wail has to make a con save. That's not a construct or an undead, so none of these. Actually, the Drider's good. It's not within that area. So with the extra action... Ooh. Oh. Okay. Whoa, this got really interesting. Wait a minute. Okay, check this out. The Banshee's Deathly Wail says, and you can read it. Oh, wait, you can't read it. Oh, yeah, you can. No, you can't. Now you can. Read this. The Banshee releases a mournful wail if it isn't in sunlight. Constitution saving throw, DC 13. Each creature within 30 feet can hear the wail. Isn't a construct or undead. If it fails and the target has 25 hit points or fewer, it drops to 0. Otherwise, the target takes 3d6 psychic. Now, Kelvin has 1,000,000 temporary hit points. Does that count towards the hit points here? I don't actually know. I don't know the answer. Let's see. All good. Use on the egg grab. Got it. Will do. I'm just glad I got to see how it ends live, says Creeper Jones. Philip says those are temporary, so no. Jesse says he would rule it at his table. All right, give me 1 second. Let's see rules as written. Banshee 5e, temporary HP. Let's see. Okay. Do temporary hit points count as part of the HP for resisting certain magical effects? Temporary hit points in Dungeons & Dragons are a mechanic that allows a buffer against damage. That's in quotes in the player handbook. There are a few spells of note that can affect a character based on how many hit points they currently have, most notably Sleep, Power Word, Stun, and Power Word Kill. Does temporary HP count towards the HP total? No, temporary HP is not actual HP. The rules distinguish temporary HP as separate and distinct from actual hit points. And so this is what it says. Some spells and special abilities confer temporary hit points to a creature. They're not actual hit points. They are a buffer against damage. Because temporary hit points are separate from your actual hit points, they can exceed your hit point maximum. The character can therefore be at full hit points and receive temporary hit points. So, that means that the Banshee will drop Kelvin to 0 hit points. And so with that, Kelvin is out of the fight. Kelvin dies. Holy cow. That's pretty wild. I did not expect that. I will say that. Aang did succeed. So it takes 3d6 psychic damage. Holy cow, this Banshee comes in out of nowhere. 18 concurrent viewers, welcome to the live stream. We are just towards the end of a pretty wild ending here. What a waste of 125 temp HP, says Jesse. Yeah, I did not expect that. We are going to apply the 12 to Aang. And it is now D1's turn. D1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45, 50, use its action. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. It's going to grab the egg using an action. 90, 95, 100. So that was the extra action that you gave Jesse to pick it up. Oh. And then still be able to keep going. Okay. It is now Aang's turn. Yeah, I would have given him potions if I knew it'd make a difference. Yeah, I had no idea either. What a wild turn of events. That's the beauty of D&D. There's so many things that can happen that you just don't see coming. So Aang is going to fire off now. This is probably the end of the battle here anyway. Aang is going to fire off 3 elemental claws. Oh, he's going to miss the first one. He's going to miss the second one. There is no way. Aang just went 0 for 3 with a +7 to hit this Drider. Goes 0 for 3. No way. All right, so the Drider is going to fire off at Aang out here. I mean, realistically, the monsters don't stand a chance anyway because they still have that CR-23 creature out the window that's just picking up eggs right now. But, what a wild turn of events. Apply 13 damage. It is now the Banshee's turn. The Banshee only gets to use that Deathly Wail once. Yay, time for more eggs, says Dieter. 5, 10, 15. It is going to target Aang. So it's going to use the Corrupting Touch twice. 6. It's going to miss. Also going to miss. And it does get to try and do Horrify. So let's see if it survives the Wisdom saving throw. See what we got here. 16 plus it does. So the Banshee does literally nothing to Aang. D1's turn. Can it make it back? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, he'll probably... I'll say he can get it in the window. So the Empyrean slams his hand through the open window. I blew on my spare gold in the last couple weeks. I need a refill. He's going to get the 3rd egg inside for his free action, but he has no actions here. Aang is up. Aang is going to attack the Drider. Now it's going to hit. Aang and Jesse with the extra actions. Aang is officially hitting finally. Alright, so we deal 2 damages here, but it's probably overkill. Only 8? How did he do 8? He rolled a 5, a 1, a 1, and a 1. Wow. Wow, so actually the extra action was necessary. Because the Drider dies, and then Aang turns towards the Banshee and uses the Elemental Claw. for the next set of actions. How much HP does the Banshee have? I don't even know. Oh my god, Jesse. Jesse coming in with extra actions. They're dead. Jesse, give him a chance. 2. With the 3. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Aang, the Elemental Cultist, will finish off the last monster. And so, with that, of course, per usual, I forgot to pull up the timer. Oh no! Where'd the timer go? There you go. And I need my music. Where's the ambient? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the monsters ate the timer. Heroes! Heroes, says Jesse. We have 37 seconds until Midweek Monster Mash episode 13 is completed. And we have remaining Aang, the Elemental Cultist, and the Empyrean brought in by Elio, who has come in to bring in 3 eggs. For those of you rooting for the heroes over in the Discord, again, if you are in the YouTube Discord, if you are in the YouTube Live right now, make sure you check in using !here, so that way you get credit for being here in the stream, and you get the extra bonus gold over in the Discord. And almost right at midnight, Midweek Monster Mash episode 13 is closed. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have one extra action that will be carried over to next week, thanks to Jesse. And because it is midnight, we get pulls over here in the Discord right now. So if you want to go pull Sachemon cards right now, which is basically a digital collectible card trading card system, you can pull cards and everyone will see the cards that you pulled live on stream right now. Creeper Jones says, I'm pulling. Hey, that's a nice iron golem that you got. I just saw Lori pulling this Zental Keep nearly pristine, worth 700 gold. That's a massive pull. I see someone else is pulling. The monster actions from Tim carry over. Only if I don't use them. I did use the monster extra actions. I used them on, was it the Drider? I forget who I used them for, but I did end up using them. Jester bought 1 golem from the shop earlier. That's hilarious. I think that's you, Creeper, right? Yeah, I bought the golem from the shop. Don't forget, you can always look to see what people have, and maybe someone has duplicates. You can trade for them. Because the shopkeeper charges a lot of extra money. He is a stingy fella. Let's go ahead and try my luck. I haven't pulled a good card since 1832. All right, here we go. Here we go, for once. Nope. There it is. There it is. There's my pulls. My pulls are trash. Let's see what's in the shop, shall we? Oh, what do we got? Who's pulling? Jester buying a pack. Oh, ouch. So to buy a pack costs 400 gold pieces. You got back about 18 to 20. Ooh, ouch. Let's see. Also, I said extra actions. The advantage rolls that Timothy gave, I used. Nothing good in the shop that I would want, because I have all those. Fearless Stars. Oh, there you go. You pulled another holo, though. Gwyneth. That's a place. So it looks like you went random here because you got a creature in 2 locations. Not terrible. Mine were meh. And then, so I did say that I would show off the rest of the stuff. Give me 1 second, and I will get you guys... oh no, the music stopped. I will introduce you guys to the rest of this for those of you that are just joining in over on the Discord. I will show you the stuff that you can do, which is a lot of fun. Hold on, let me pull up my Blink 182. Not my mix. I want the station. Now what the? Hold on. Blink 182. Where's my station at? I know I have one. What? Oh, here it is. I'm sorry, it's loud. Sorry. Okay, I turned it down. So, what was I just doing? Okay, I need to change this real quick. Encounter creation 2, good. Let me change this one to map making, good. And then let me bring the Discord over here. Okay, everyone should see the Discord now. Excellent. Okay, yes, also, Jesse, 100%, if you have not already, you can use /promo for this event, this Dungeon Alchemist giveaway event. You can use /promo. Why is this odd? I don't know why this comments thing is odd. That's weird. Over on TikTok. So use the promo code Dungeon Alchemist, 2 words, and you get a free card that is only available in this 24-hour time period between yesterday at yesterday now at 8:30 p.m. to today at 8:30 p.m. So if you go over to Discord and you type /promo, which I will show you real quick. So if you type /promo, you'll see that you can use the promo command, and make sure you type in Dungeon Alchemist, 2 words, and hit enter. I've already gotten it, which is what it's telling me. But if you have not done that yet, now is your chance to get that free card that you will only ever be able to get today. So make sure you go use that code. Don't miss out. I'm going to send a note to everybody to make sure they do it. For Susan, yeah, sorry about that. That was really loud. A lot of primordial tags lost, not as many getting them back. Yep. I will be sending out a message on Discord to give everybody the chance to get them back. Oh, who's pulling? Nimbian's pulling. Ooh, got the Frozen Sea. So, yeah, that is one thing I definitely want to clarify. So thank you for reminding me that, Jesse. Now, if you are new to Satchimon over here in the Discord, you want to make sure you type in /pull, and you'll be able to open up a pack of cards for free. You get a new pack of cards every day at midnight Eastern Standard Time. It is totally free, and when you pull a card, it's going to show you what the card was, what its grade was. Oh, there you go. Lori getting a Storm King's Thunder 1 with a grade of 5, so not a super high grade, but holographic, worth 200. So it tells you if it was holographic. Every card has a chance to be holographic, and then it has a value of 200 in this instance. Every card can have a value between 0.5 and 10,000. 10,000 being the highest, most sought-after card. Only 6 have ever been pulled since the beginning of Satchimon. But also, there's a card right now. There is a Dungeon Alchemist sponsor card that looks like... let me pull this card up. This. If you happen to pull this card, every single pack has a chance of pulling this one. If you happen to be the first person to pull this card, you win a free copy of Dungeon Alchemist. Right then and there, you win a free copy. I'll reach out to you and we'll get you that copy. So, you definitely should be pulling if you are not already. Because you could be the first one to pull this card. But then once you pull your cards, King Regicide. Oh, pull in Honor Amongst Thieves. Expansion card. Very cool, worth 200. So once you pull your cards, you can actually see your collection. We have a website that will show you your collection. So you hit enter. It'll show you your top, 8 cards or something. Your top 10 cards. And then you can click this link here to see all the collections on the website. And here's what the website looks like. So when you pop open the website, you can see everybody's names and such. So you can go find yours, which more D&D. I'm right here. Once you click it now, you can see your entire collection. So here's 100. And so you can just see all of your cards, but you can also go check out all the base sets. So right now I'm trying to finish the item base sets, and I am 7 cards away from finishing the items. The only person, not just the first. No, so you will still be able to get that card. That card will still be pullable. Sponsor cards will be forever pullable in every pack. After the first one is pulled, which packs will it be found in? GG, y'all got to get some sleep. No problem, Jesse. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, every pack has the same odds and will forever have the same odds of pulling a sponsor card. And then it will be, if I ever get more sponsors, it will be random sponsors. So every sponsor that I ever work with will have a sponsor card. and then you'll have a random chance of getting that. But the first one to get it gets Dungeon Alchemist for free. And I'm hoping that as I work with sponsors in the future, I can say that too. Like, hey, is there something you could, you know, give to the community if they happen to pull that card first? And so we'll see what goes on from there. But yeah, super cool stuff. Super excited to be working with Dungeon Alchemist. Shout out to them. I was kind of hoping they'd stop in tonight, but no problem. I get it. They're busy. I got to head out too. Looking forward to watching the stream as a vid. Hey, I appreciate it, Creeper. Per usual, you will be on the recap. Absolutely. Both you and Elio. So thank you so much. Again, make sure to check in before you leave. Exclamation point here. And make sure to check out your collection. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to pop off too. I'm going to go see how long it takes me to get out the gold that everybody wants. What are the odds to get the sponsor card? The odds right now are 1 in 2,500. 1 in 2,500. That may change either in the future for first-time cards in general, or, you know, maybe it'll change after the first one's pulled to something different. I'm not sure. But it's a 1 in 2,500. So, because I wasn't sure, like, how many people would be coming in all of a sudden, and I didn't want it, like, day one if somehow it caught some kind of trendy thing and it's got 1 million views and a ton of people came in and got pulled day one. So, you know, we weren't sure where to start. Figured we could always make it easier to get, but once it's pulled, you can't say, wait, never mind, we want to make it harder. So, all right, y'all, I'm going to pop off. I'm going to go divvy out some gold. Wow, 6 times rarer than a CR30. It is. It is, yep. But it is a 25%, 1/4 the rarity of a pristine mint condition CR30 though. So who knows? Who knows how long it'll take? But yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We had a lot of peak concurrent viewers tonight. So those of you that were rooting for the heroes that were in here, you're gonna get a ton of gold tonight, because that's a lot. So, okay. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Congratulations to the winner of the Dungeon Alchemist giveaway. Whose name, it was like, oh, and of course I exited out of Discord. Hold on. They're in here. They're in here. Hold on. They came in recently. There you go. Mercamoose. Joined on the 21st, 8 days ago. So came here for this and won it. Time to visit the bank. Night all. You guys have a wonderful night. Catch you later.